Welcome back to Gotham, back when things were simpler and made entirely of Lego. Arkham Asylum has broken down again, and Gotham's biggest villains are loose. But this isn't just another Batman story. This is where the Lego Batman series began. Going back to this adventure feels like finding that old childhood toy and realizing, hey, this thing still works. This was before the open world, before flying between planets, heck, before the Justice League even shows up. Just Batman, Robin, a handful of gadgets, some goofy but useful suits, and a city full of criminals who absolutely refuse to stay in Arkham Asylum. With LEGO Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight arriving in May, we're going on an epic adventure, replaying the entire journey, starting right here to see how the series grew, evolved, and somehow managed to keep its fantastic LEGO charm the whole way through. So sit back, grab your favorite snack and beverage, and let's head back to where it all started. He's green, annoying, and way too confident. The Riddler has escaped Arkham, and his plan is very simple: steal Gotham City's gold. Like any good old-fashioned heist movie though, he needs a crew, so he pulls together a group of villains who definitely should not be trusted, and somehow he expects all of this to go smoothly. This chapter, just like the Riddler himself, is all about puzzles, clever level design, and that classic LEGO Batman feeling where entering every single new area feels like a puzzle that you need to figure out. This is the foundation of our LEGO Batman journey. Welcome to the Riddler's Revenge. Wha-bam! So the first stage involves the Riddler and Clayface striking the Gotham Vault. But Batman and Robin are here. Well, Batman is here. That's how you strike a pose. Here we go. You can bank on Batman. Hey, we get ourselves a nice set of rewards. Oh my goodness, the nostalgia. Already feeling pretty dang nostalgic to come back to this absolutely wonderful, wonderful game. So freaking awesome. All right, so first let's give this a little pull. And that then lets us do our very first building assignment of the game, which is to assemble a grapple hook as we head up, and away. Onto the ledge. Flip the switch to get access to our mini kit, which of course is one of the main collectibles in not just this LEGO game, in pretty much every LEGO game. Yikes. Okay. Get this climb back up. Wham! That's one mini kit, and that is two mini kits. Right away, already getting some lovely tasks completed. Okay, so now... it seems like some of the Riddler's goons here are keeping some of the citizens of Gotham at risk. We can free them. Ooh, there's a blue stud back here. Honestly, didn't even remember that. Lovely. Get up here to get onto the ledge. And speaking of blue studs, let's get this one collected as well. Okay. There's some foes down below. We will strike upon thee! At first I wanted to strike upon them right away, but I messed up by jumping onto the platform. So that was a little bit awkward. It's okay though. Victory is ours. And now, nice quick climb across gets us to our next area, where some of the Riddler's henchmen await. Oh, a lot of the Riddler's henchmen await. Oh gosh. Let's hit him with some batarang action here. Bam, bam. Lovely. Get out of here, jerks. Easy. Boom. Nice little grab attack there. All right, go. I really hope we don't get hit. Ooh, that was a close call. Come on, get across. Ooh, we got it. Welcome to the theater. Hit him with the batarang there. Sweet. Fantastic. Robin, can you not take care of that other Riddler henchman? Like, for real, dude. Like, you're just standing there, my guy. All right, we're going to activate these little bat bombs and then set them off in order to collect a pretty wonderful amount of studs. That is nice. Break this, break that. Another obstacle in our way. Ooh, that's a blue stud. Always nice to get a blue stud. Those are very, very rare. I know that, like, obviously, if you've played only more of the recent LEGO games, then purple studs are really the more common thing that you kind of somewhat can get excited about. Double blue stud back here. But back in my day, blue studs were very rare. Purple were basically, like, impossible to find, but even the blue studs you had, like, a great appreciation for, or at least I did, when playing this game. So, did these guys take any longer to get down here? Like, imagine, they're like, Batman, we're gonna get ya! Whereas these guys, they just run down from, like, a second story. Could not care less. Whereas the guys with the umbrellas, like, bro, these guys took their sweet time. They're like, Batman, we're gonna get ya. Just wait a little while before we get to ya. All right. Ooh, speaking of purple studs, there it is, the purple stud. All right. We gotta clear all these enemies. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Whoa, bam! All right, Robin, you know what? I'm gonna let you shine. I'm gonna let you shine now, dude. You put in some work. You beat up some of these bad guys. You get a chance to show off what you've got. There we are. Lay the smack down on these fools. Oh, gosh. Come on. Use your batarang there. Sweet. All right, this is pretty good. And we have all the pieces necessary for Robin to unlock his first upgrade suit. Ta-da! We've got the technology suit. Because, of course, nothing screams technology like a very bulky giant computer with 2 antennas on the back, you know? It's funny that, like, back in the day, I guess this is what they thought of would be like, oh, wow, technology, you know? Like, nowadays, everything is, like, as small as possible, you know? Back then, it was like, well, if it's got antennas attached to it, of course it's technology. You know? A superhero rating achieved at 38,000 points collected. And, of course, the technology suit grants us access to this little vehicle, which is basically like an RC car for Robin. I remember these sections sometimes being infuriating when playing the LEGO Batman game for the very first time. Fortunately enough, I've got this figured out pretty well now. I also remember in the speedrun there being like a shortcut that you can do here. You'd like fall through the map or something like that. It's pretty broken, honestly. I do have a top 10 speedrun record, which is pretty cool. In co-op, I should say. Play the smackdown on some enemies. And be greeted by a very creepy Clayface. Okay. I swear, Clayface has got, like, multiple personalities. Bro is, like, super duper calm and excited, and then as soon as he sees us, it's just full on rage mode, engage mode, you know? All right, another one of these telephone booths that we can break in order to obtain ourselves a very nice reward in the form of, oh my goodness, a mini kit. Sheesh. Okay, these guys do have some pretty nice aim. Batman, mess them up real quick. Where's the other one? Why is the other one not going? What bam? What now, Clayface? What's your plan now? Position yourself over here? Well, good luck with that, because check out what's about to happen to ya. By the way, that is a red power brick that has revealed itself in the back there, which is kind of neat. Ta-da! And we're going to go ahead and activate all 3 of those. Get our red power brick and spray down Clayface. I'm also confused, like, how is that supposed to keep Clayface trapped? Considering he's made out of clay, can't he just, like, squeeze through the bars? I feel like Clayface should be trapped in, like, a jar-type cell. Batman says, not today, Riddler. Riddler's like, riddle me this, riddle me that. How will I escape? Because this is just chapter 1, Bat. Wha-bam! You're not getting away so easy, Riddler. Some hints. And so the chase is on. We hit the Batmobile and we're tracking down the escaping Riddler. And Two-Face. Robin, take this seriously! We're superheroes, for goodness gracious. It's not supposed to be fun, I don't think. Ooh. Robin really said, can we get some ice cream? Big bro, really? You're seeing, like, there's literally a GCPD officer who's frozen in ice, and this bro's like, no, you know, this seems like a great time for ice cream. Like, I really understand Lego Batman and his complete and utter disappointment in Robin. Bro just cannot take things seriously, bro. Gosh. Can't you understand? We're saving Gotham, Robin. Ooh. Pretty nice set of rewards here. So, even though we were chasing down the Riddler and Two-Face, oddly enough, the tracker has led us to this giant ice cream factory. So, let's see how that plays into the story of the whole thing. You have a nice little vehicle here that is now operational. Hello? No. No, no, no. The drive. Wait. Well, I lost a lot of my studs. Whee! There we go. All right, there you go. Robin, if this whole helping out Batman thing doesn't work out, this could be a new career path for you, buddy. Also, holy moly, was that worth it? You got an unbelievable amount of studs right there. That was absolutely lovely. The driving in this game, how do I put it? It leaves a little bit to be desired. I'll put it that way. Meaning that it's not great. It's not awful either. I know I've seen some people say that this is like the worst driving they've ever experienced in a video game. I'm like, please, you have not played enough video games if you think this is the worst driving. But it's a little rough as well. I'm not gonna lie. Now it's time for Robin to get another suit. Interestingly enough, they do give Robin a new suit first ahead of Batman. You'd think Batman would always be front and center, but no. Instead, Robin gets a magnet suit. This is something that we cannot interact with right now because we actually need a different character here to assist us. I'll give you a hint. The question mark above the head of the character is a bit of a hint of who that character might be. Got another wave of rogues. And now, look at this. A new wave of enemies has spawned altogether. Very seemingly dressed up like the henchmen from the Batman and Robin movie. The Schumacher movies. You have got to be kidding me. Okay, that worked. That's very extremely awkward. The timing of that. But all is well that ends well, I suppose. A bunch of the Riddler henchmen are still here. I actually do like that detail in the sense that obviously this whole chapter is themed around the Riddler being kind of like the main foe, but he has 5 henchmen that he has assembled together that we're going to take down over the course of this chapter, which is something that will be prevalent for both then the Penguin and the Joker chapters as well, which I've always really liked because I feel like it's a cool way to kind of like showcase a bunch of different villains and have all of them play a factor in the story. So that's fun. But at the same time, I do like that they are showcasing to us the villains of, or the henchmen, I guess, of Mr. Freeze on this level specifically, which we definitely can see. But then there are still Riddler henchmen that pop up as well, because they're here too, you know? So, speaking of things that are here, we have a brand new suit here. This is the Glide suit, which is one of the most useful suits in the entire game. Okay, we got some enemies that we got to beat up real quick. And we have a bridge to reassemble. I wish that blue stud wouldn't have fallen down, because it would have been lovely to get the studs from that. Go ahead and batarang everything. Wabam, wabam. And then it's time to assemble a staircase. Or assemble half a staircase, I should say. Now it's time to assemble a full staircase. All right, Robin, get over here. Jump. Jump and stand. Thank you. All right. As we proceed through the world's most awkward-looking ice cream factory. To be fair, I've never been in an ice cream factory. I've never seen an ice cream factory. I don't know. Maybe this is what they all look like, to be fair. You know? Maybe I'm just kind of getting ahead of myself and judging ahead of time, you know? Maybe this is how it's supposed to be. Okay. Get up here. And then Batso. Grapple activate. Grapple activated, like partially activated. We're going to do a little glide action. And wabam! See you, jerk. Oh, gosh. Come on, grab him. No, that's not a... Oh, that works. That's one of those, like, failed successfully moments. I like that. All right, time to walk on this creepy-looking pipe thing. I don't know why. Every time I play this game, I always think that this thing looks like a snake. I don't know if I'm the only one that feels that way, but I swear, I know it's supposed to be just like a steel pipe that you're climbing, but it just always resembled the snake to me for some odd reason. Let's try to get successfully up here. And then we have to do a little bit of assembly work over here, actually. Rebuilding this crate. Whoa, hold on. Let's not miss out on a really, really valuable stud. Giant crate. I love the process of us building the crate, only to then push it down and break it apart. Like, it's like, why did we even build it to begin with, right? Like, could we have just pushed the parts all the way down to begin with? That seems incredibly redundant. To build the entire thing, only to then be like, okay, let's now push it down this giant slope and break it apart. Okay. The next section of the ice cream factory is upon us. Okay, so this is clearly a job for Glide Suit Batman. Hello? And away I go. Justice. No! Ooh, that was real awkward. Almost fell down there for a second. All right, let's get this across, mostly so that Robin can then get across. Then we just got to push this back over. All right, bro. Drop down. We're going to need you over here. So that... Robin. No! No! I'm sorry, Batman. All right, can you walk up there? Sweet. Sweet. There we go. All right, so once he walks across, then we can get up here. Okay, here we go. This is the tricky stuff here. No! Okay, let's try that again. Without the dying part! Oh, no! I really wanted to try to get that blue stud there, and instead it cost us 2 blue studs. Actually, a little more than that. That's real awkward. Oh, gosh. Okay, we're good. We're good. We are good. Okay. Gotta handle this situation now. And then... we've got to freeze the piles and piles of ice cream. Or vats of ice cream, I should say. Alright, and that unfortunately does allow Mr. Freeze's henchmen across as well. So that is a little bit awkward, but it's okay. We can make quick work of them. In fact, they can make quick work of themselves, I guess. Like, that guy literally just took himself down. I didn't even have to do anything. It was, bro was just intimidated by Robin's aura, you know? Can't blame him. Grapple on up. Okay, so we have a couple of tasks to complete here. First, we have this. Second, I am very intrigued to find out what have we here. Okay, I genuinely thought we were going to fail that jump, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. I am not going to lie to you. So unfortunately, we would need our demolition suit, which I didn't bring that one with me. Didn't pack that one with me. And then we have a Gotham City fella over here that probably needs our assistance, but once again, I'm sorry, my friend. I can't help you with that right now. That was very, very useful, that stud that just flew down the way that it did. Because I'm like, how am I supposed to collect that? Like, as soon as this thing is built, that stud just flies way off the map. Like, what was I supposed to do? Dive for it? That is crazy. You know? All right. Rant over. Ah, so it seems like it was all a trap. Riddler set us up. Hell, it gives us an opportunity to take down Mr. Freeze, so why not? Let's lay the smackdown on this guy. Here we go. He's got a swarm of his henchmen here. There's a little bit of damage. Okay, once he uses the freeze ray, we just have to switch. Because he will take out whoever he freeze rays. And now he's like, chill out. It's time to cool down. You know? Which we accept. We accept that premise. As I get punched in the face trying to build a cannon. Hey. Okay. Have to do the little balloon launch. Yay. That works nicely. Hello, Mr. Freeze. Nice to meet you. Ow. Okay, just keep fighting him until he goes into the freeze ray mode. Once he does, you switch, and you deliver some more punches and bunches. Okay, so... Yep. He's got his ice cream vats here. Active. This is also an opportunity for us to counter. Okay, Robin, it's your time to shine, my friend. Get that and get up here. Good buddy, old pal. All right, just don't mess this up. Ta-da! That seems important. Here we go. Time to build. Go. Dude, the nostalgia of the sound effect, just the sound effect of building in the Lego games is so nostalgic, you know? Like that, and then the thunk, like when it's done building. Truly very wholesome. All right, so we push that into place, which now allows us to position our attack in place. You need to clear these other few objects here. And once again, Robin, get up there. Here we go. Careful. Push the lever. And that gives us our second set of Lego bricks and wheels, I guess, to assemble another crate on wheels. And let's go, Robin. I'm realizing that I'm having Robin do all of the heavy lifting. That was honestly not my intent. That's just the way that it just happens. Like Batman's just like, yes, good job. You're doing great, Robin. Finally. You're doing something. Classic Batman behavior. Okay. Bam! That ought to give him a nice little headache. Now we go into another scramble here. Oh, I did not get a chance to switch out of Robin quickly enough. Come on. Honestly, it was just overwhelming the amount of enemies that spawned in. Got him. And that's a second iconic rogue defeated. What a fool. He's blasting off again. Like Team Rocket. That was just to prove that I guess he didn't die or something. Like Batman doesn't kill. But he does knock you out. And there they go again, escaping once more. Both Riddler and Two-Face. Leaving another clue behind. And so the chase is back on. My goodness. I just love the frustration on Riddler's face. He's like, my goodness. These idiots. And divide and conquer, I guess, but Batman's on your tail. That's right, no escaping this time, Riddler. Commissioner Gordon is here to help as well. I do like the strategy that they're following the road rules. Because of course that's what villains would do, right? Of course villains would like 100% obey the actual rules of the road and wouldn't just, I don't know, run over Jim Gordon. Like that's the much more realistic outcome. But hey, it's a Lego game. We're not supposed to think in realistic outcomes. Instead, let's bring down some of these henchmen that the Riddler and Two-Face have hired. So we need to blast them away, dealing a good amount of damage, then grapple them and pull them towards the Gotham City police helicopter that is able to then lift them and pull them away. Which I actually wonder, is that even possible? Can a helicopter lift a car like that? Somebody should get on that. We need like oh my goodness, why am I forgetting his name right now? This is embarrassing. Mr. Beast, to do one of his kind of like videos, like where he tests things. You could do that, right? You could go ahead and test whether or not you could actually take down Gotham criminals that way. Uh-oh. Divide and conquer. They're making it harder on us by divvying up across multiple ways to make it difficult on us. I love the concept of Batman just driving through Gotham City with a Riddler van attached to the back of the Batmobile. There is something funny about that. We're going flying. Wahoo. Oh, here we go. Ta-da. First problem has been handled. There we go. Thank you. Great work there. Some more items for us to clear here. And an opportunity to collect a ridiculous amount of studs. Plus, that is extremely satisfying. Right there. That's just a fun section of this level. Being able to clear through all that. That's a lot of fun, honestly. But then, we head this way. Uh-oh. There's another swarm of enemies awaiting. Fortunately enough, we can make quick work of all of them. And position the vehicle over here for pickup. Ta-da! Then, that just leaves us with one more problem. But, I also just want to take the opportunity to collect some loot over here, you know, because, well, the opportunity is there. Ooh, speaking of loot, oh my gosh! Sheesh. You see, this is all the Riddler needs to do. He doesn't need to be robbing vaults. He just needs to destroy... Well, actually, that would be a bad thing as well. Never mind. I was going to be like, that's all he needs to do is just destroy Gotham City. And then as I'm saying it, I'm like, well, that sounds equally as bad, you know? So, maybe that isn't a good idea. All right, we're gonna speed boost our way. Uh-oh. The lone Riddler mobile over here trying to stop us. Not gonna happen. And we just gotta get this ramp jump done and deliver the other anchor point. And ta-da! There they go, clearing the path for us. I appreciate that, Commissioner Gordon. Batman and Gordon working together. Love to see it. Hello? You know what else I'd love to know? Why can't I drive? There we go. I was just saying, I'm like, why can't I drive down here? There's a whole heck of a lot of loot over here, and it's got my name on it. Well, Bruce Wayne's name on it, probably, because let's be honest, he probably owns these docks. Okay. And onwards and forwards we go. Seems like the Riddler has abandoned his partner here in Two-Face, and it's a one-on-one fight. Well, it's a vehicle-on-vehicle fight, but you know what I mean. As he releases these little annoying vehicles that are going to try to attack us. But what we're trying to do is immobilize Two-Face's truck and then quickly race over to here. Oh gosh. Unfortunately, there's no way for us to destroy silver Lego objects, so we can't have access to all of those beautiful, glorious studs over there. So that is definitely a bummer. We can, though, do a little bit more damage, and why don't we let Robin shine a little bit here on his ridiculous little scooter bike. Bro looks like he's out here about to deliver some pizza in, like, Sicily, instead of trying to stop the evil forces in Gotham City. Look at this. Look how slowly he drags Two-Face across. Come on, really, Robin? Robin, you can't even do this right, please! There we go. Finally, Robin. My gosh. Ta-da. Hope you got insurance, Two-Face. Actually, I hope you don't, honestly. I hope that's another problem for you to deal with. A distraction. In the form of a plant. I'm growing tired of this guy. Did it? Growing? I'm sorry. And so the Riddler continues to get away from us. This time, Ivy is the one to help him get away. Robin's already losing important evidence. Batman somehow controlled the wind to make the leaf land in his hand. And was able to identify where we need to go to next. To the Botanical Gardens, an iconic location in the mythos of Gotham City. Great job. He can't even park well. I mean, Robin! Okay, it's fine. I'm not going to crash out. I told myself I'm not going to get annoyed at Robin like I usually do. I'm just going to enjoy being Batman. You know, and all of you Robin fans, I know you're going to be typing up essays in the comments section down below. Like, oh, he's trying his best. No, he is not. I can't. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not going to rant. I'm not going to rant. I am not going to engage in ranting. Instead, I'm going to build an awesome looking tractor over here. Sheesh. Hey, let's go. Batman's getting into the farming business. That could be a nice little retirement plan for Wayne, you know? As we go ahead and sprout. Okay, those are like some like... That's like a nuclear-powered carrots. What the heck? The Bugs Bunny, bro. This is like... This would be a heaven on earth moment right here for Bugs Bunny. Seeing this swarm of carrots over here. And as we clear them all, we do get a really nice reward in the form of a pretty ridiculous amount of studs and a mini kit, which is lovely. All right, Back to the vehicle form we go, which is probably the best way to smash and bash your way through the game, which is, if you're not aware, the best strategy in Lego games is to, pretty much anything that is made out of Lego bricks, you want to destroy, because most of the time there will be some sort of lovely rewards for you to enjoy as a result of that. By the way, if you're playing in co-op and you're like, hey, why can't my friend drive a tractor? Well, bam, there's your answer. Now you got a tractor for your friend as well. Ooh, let's build this little thing as well. Like a watering system. Look at that, how lovely. And once again, the fastest growing plants on planet Earth seem to be over here. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. Okay, you see, that's a proper growing system right there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, we made it through all that. Took a lot of damage on the way, which was unpleasant, as all of Ivy's plant monsters attack us. I love the concept that Ivy made all these plant monsters and then just handed all of them Uzis. Like, how ridiculous is that? You know what I mean? She's like, okay, we're gonna create these like great plants that are gonna protect this garden. The botanical gardens is a sacred place for us. Okay, here you go. Here's a whole bunch of submachine guns. It's like, it's so preposterous. I love it. All right, time to go ahead and unlock a lovely costume. Our brand new costume. One of the most useful costumes in the entire game, actually, is the Sonic suit. I could have sworn they renamed this suit in the next game Sonar. Am I wrong about that? Maybe I'm misremembering. But I could have sworn that's what they end up titling it eventually. But the nice thing is that you can go ahead and use this suit to break glass Lego objects, allowing you to, of course, go ahead and enjoy plenty of rewards from that. As we do from breaking all of these plants. I'm honestly just doing this for the love of the game. Plus, I know that it's going to drive Poison Ivy crazy, so it's kind of funny, you know? Just imagine her, like, watching this on the security cam. She's like, really? You got to break every plant? It's like, yep. We got it. It's for the love of the game, you know? Gotta do what you gotta do. All right, here we go. We need to break these little capsule things. And as we clear those, another swarm of Ivy's minions will charge at us, along with still some of the Riddler's henchmen as well. So a nice mixture there of the two villains teaming up. So basically, like, if you haven't followed along, every single level pretty much follows the Riddler teaming up with one of the other villains that he's kind of like hired in order to accomplish his plans. So that's sort of what we're going through here. Also, that I genuinely feel bad for that guy. Oh my goodness. Dude, I think you got him, bro. I think you got him, dude. Dude. Oh my gosh. Okay, Batman, hurry up. We gotta save this guy. Sheesh. That guy was getting beat up, man. Sheesh. That was crazy. I also don't know how I'm supposed to get that purple Lego. Oh, that's not a purple Lego stud. That's just a decorative piece. But I swear that looks like a purple Lego stud, so I thought to myself, wait a minute, that seems extremely valuable. But that's just a light. Now, this, on the other hand, is not just a light. That is a lovely set of rewards right there in the form of some extremely valuable studs. So that is definitely lovely. We can also punch our way through all of these plants. Break this here. And then we get to the next area where I can hear some sort of a fight going down, because I can definitely hear a lot of punching and kicking. Before we deal with that, let's deal with these guys real quick. Ta-da! I love the simplicity of both this game and a lot of its design choices. Like, even all the henchmen looking as basic and as simple as they do, there's something really nice about that. Like, I know some people are gonna say, oh, it's so boring and so simple, but I'm like, but I think that that's kind of the charm of it. It's like any other classic game that you would play, like Mario or Zelda or Sonic, you know, those games that by today's standards, they might seem quote-unquote simple or basic, but there's something elegant to their simplicity, you know? Or maybe it's just nostalgia speaking. I'll be honest with y'all. All right, let's get Robin a brand new suit. This is the attract suit. All right, we got to gather 25, I believe, of these random Lego pieces that have been scoured everywhere, which, by the way, Ivy better be thankful, because, you know, technically speaking, we're picking up a whole lot of the pollution here. You know, we're cleaning up the botanical gardens. She has allowed this place to become an absolute mess. And here we are, coming through, being very heroic and very awesome, and cleaning everything up for free, by the way. Well, I guess technically not free, because literally every single item that we break inside the botanical gardens seems to give us money, but, you know, it's the thought that counts, or something like that, right? I think? Isn't that what they say? Yay, look at that. Destroy all this junk. And Robin gets to do a little more vacuuming here. I actually think I probably vacuumed a little too much here at this point, but we have a big giant monster just a wee little bit ahead over here. So we're going to use the deposit ability now on our suit to deposit a big giant bat bomb that, to be quite frankly, kind of just violently annihilates that Ivy monster. So, like, if you're a Poison Ivy fan, that moment right there, you could probably fairly say, like, was that really necessary? It's a little overkill, I'm not gonna lie. But listen, she's out here creating giant monsters, so, you know, potato, potato, tomato, tomato. We gotta stop her. That's how that goes. Okay. Yeesh. Get Batman up here and across. Uh-oh, another swarm of enemies. So that hold bar up there we cannot touch because it is simply too hot to handle. We do not have the correct suit, as of right now, to be able to interact with that. But guess what? Huzzah! The heat protection suit has now been acquired, allowing us to scale up here now, which is lovely because there's some really good rewards up here. I also really just love the design of the suit. I'm probably biased just because, again, red's my favorite color along with black, so anytime they use those colors, I'm probably going to be like, oh, that's a really cool look. But I gotta admit, it does genuinely look pretty cool. Can I? There we are. I just wanted to collect the extra points. Okay, now we wait for the terrifying Victory Bell looking plant to close up! And now we just jump across. Like that. You see, nice and easy, nice and simple. Okay, Robin. Robin. I need you at a certain point in time, Robin. You need to be able to get across, my guy. You know? I'm out here building pathways for you, and you're taking your sweet time over there. Ooh. I've always really loved this route. There's just something very kind of like classic Batman animated series vibe to this room. It's just like a classic sort of supervillain laboratory vibe. Just a really cool space for sure. And fortunately enough, because we've already gathered a lot of Lego bricks from the other area, that's why I was really vacuuming a little extra there. So the lesson there for everybody watching is that sometimes if you do a little bit of work early, it can pay off later. Wow, the more you know, so profound. Hashtag Blitzwinger shares his thoughts. All right, let's go ahead and deposit the 25 Lego bricks here as Robin gets absolutely destroyed by the Riddler's henchmen. And open up this next door, you jerk. There we are. Ooh, look at this. Fancy pattern. Oh my goodness, it takes a sweet time. Yay. Okay, so having made our way through, now it is time to go ahead and figure out a way across. For that, we'll need to build some plants. So every plant that we build on land creates a subsequent plant inside of the poisonous water. Once we step on them, I should say. Ta-da. And ta-da. Okay, so now we have across, or a way across, these poisonous waters. Okay, thankfully managed to nail that traversal on the very first try. You know, years and years of Minecraft parkour, move, Robin, sorry, have paid off. And that then pits us against Pamela, aka Poison Ivy. No, Robin, you're saying, like, Robin, have a heart. Okay, never mind, Robin. Spray that thing! Spray it immediately! I love that Robin's like, we should have brought a bigger spray. Okay, here we go. Here's our boss fight here. I will forever say that in a certain way, at least slightly, it's pretty cool that the boss fight for Ivy in the Arkham series is kind of a little bit similar to the boss fight with Ivy in the Lego Batman game. There's just something like a cool connection in there. Holy moly, how did that do so much damage to us? Sheesh. Get away from me, fool. All right, so we're waiting for them to spit up not just the enemies, but also the parts and pieces that we need in order to assemble these bat bombs. And no, I'm not saying bath bombs. I'm saying bat bombs. So that then we could lay the smack down. Oh my gosh. Hey, yo, Ivy, chill out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What a fight. Seems never ending. Okay, we're going to defeat all of our henchmen. And then just deliver a few more punches and bunches. Oh my gosh, she's just relentless. Okay. I did not expect Ivy to be able to just tank all our damage. Like, she's legit just aura farming at this point. Like, this is kind of silly. All right, well, then not anymore now. Huh? Not anymore now. Yo, Batman, deliver the final blow. One more. Bam. That's right. That's right. And stay down. No, Robin, it's a trap, dude. It's a trap. Trust me. I told you. What did I tell you? You never listen. And now you just got fart clouded. Batman's like, I can't fall in love. Riddler's like, I'm not even here. Great. Robin's love escapades have distracted us, and once again, this fool has gotten away. I'm starting to get real tired of these Riddler boxes. I'm getting like Arkham Knight PTSD with the Riddler trophies. Is that Alfred's first appearance in the game? Is that this moment, actually? I'm thinking about it. I think so, right? Did we see him before this? Thank you, Alfred. Thank you for being the smart one. Ta-da! That's where we needed to go. Hey, good parking this time, Robin. I'll give you some credit there. I'll give you some credit there. Good parking. Uh-oh, here we go. And right immediately we've got all of the Riddler's thugs awaiting for us. Stay down, fools. All right. Time to go clear some Lego objects and enjoy some lovely rewards while doing so. All right, we're gonna need to leave the vehicle a little bit behind here while trying to figure out how we can get it past those barricades. Okay, so step one is to assemble this apparatus. Step two is break everything. Step 3, break everything again. There we go. Step 4, rebuild the things that you just broke. Whee! All right, Batman, get over to the other side, my friend. Don't call me my friend. I could hear Batman saying that to this version of Robin. You know? Because he really is 99% of the time annoyed at Robin. The Batman's trying to sneak into the vault by using one of the vault cars here that is carrying, presumably, a ridiculous amount of valuable studs, gold, red power bricks, I don't know. Pretty much anything else that could be valuable. Ooh. Why didn't I pick up all those studs there? That's seems kind of silly. Oh. How did we not break that either? That seems very silly. Okay. Hold on. No. Batman, we're gonna need to deal with this situation. There we go. Finally. Now those jerks will not be bothering us anymore. And we can shift our attention to our glide suit, which is awesome. Okay, so once we position there, we can get Batman up here. Of course, by the way, if you're playing this game in co-op, a lot of these tasks become easier to do because, well, you don't have to constantly switch characters. You know, you could be doing both actions simultaneously as you go through, so keep that in mind. Can I not break these pillars? I guess not. Interesting. That's a little bit surprising. I'll break this instead. And that will now grant a pathway to the world's greatest driver, Robin. And away we go. Robin! To the world's greatest... No, stop! Driver. Yay. Perfect. We're in. Ta-da! Here is the giant vault. I wonder what FB stands for here. FB. Not Facebook, surely. Does Facebook even exist? Yeah. This game's not that old, right? Did Facebook exist in this? Actually, I don't know. A good question. I'm sure that's not what it stands for, but... Whoa. Oh, dang, look at these... Holy moly! That is the greatest defense system. We need to go ahead and equip that defense system in the Batmobile. I mean, not just the Batmobile, the Bat Cave. Everywhere, really. You put a bunch of those kinds of systems out around Gotham? What could possibly... Oh, wait a minute. As I'm saying all this, I'm realizing, but Riddler's already inside, so I guess the security system doesn't work well at actually preventing the bad guys from getting in. And now that they're in, they're actually using the security system to protect themselves. So, that's kind of counterintuitive. Yeah, never mind. I take back what I said. All right, Robin, you get to shine, my friend. Look at this. Look at this. You got the magnet suit. You ready? Well, bam. Nice little new outfit for you. As we head across. Go ahead and punch our way through all this junk. Also, I gotta have a conversation with Gordon about the fact that somehow a lot of the GCPD bank vehicles continuously seem to be stolen by Two-Face and the Riddler. And also, like, how the heck did the Riddler get Two-Face to escape? Because we had them, right? Like, remember, we actually went ahead and captured Two-Face. That was the whole boss fight with the truck battle. Remember the Batmobile and the Bat Cycle? Or Robin Cycle, if you want to call it that. You know? Did I miss something? I must have missed something. Look at that. That's a big, giant dollar sign. Because, of course, any sort of giant bank would just want to be like, look, money sign. This is where money is. Because that's the best way to explain it, you know? You want to be as over the top as possible to let others know that there is a vault. Okay, get up here, Batman. Batman. All right. Time to... I almost failed at that jump. I will not fail at collecting that blue Lego stud. Nor will I fail at collecting the one that is over on this end either. Ta-da! We have made it up here now, successfully, might I add. Can we march through here? We cannot. Okay. I was just curious. You know, it's been a little while since I've played the game, so sometimes need a little bit of a refresher in terms of what is possible and what is not possible. Okay, we need to go ahead and build all this. Also, need to build this in order to allow Robin to get up here, because he has no way up here. All right, go pull the lever, Robin. Robin, the lever. Thank you. I appreciate you, Robin. Good work. You see? I'm not always a jerk to him. You know? Thanks, Robin. I appreciate you. There's no need to do... Okay, no, I'm not going to be a jerk. Why did he do that little extra battle pose? Genius. How exactly are you walking on that stuff? Listen, to me, I've read a lot of Batman comics. I don't remember ever knowing and seeing that Two-Face can just interact with poison like it's nothing. When did that happen? When did he gain invincibility powers? Did I miss that? I must have missed that. Surely. Because I do not recall that being a thing that he's capable of doing. Here you go, Robin. Put him in his place. Send him flying. All right, we got ourselves a nice little vacuum suit or tracksuit, but I'm going to be honest. I've always called this thing a vacuum suit. I will always call it a vacuum suit. Come at me. You can call it the tracksuit. That's perfectly fine. That's what it's actually called. But let's all be quite honest. It's clearly the vacuum suit. From the sound effect to the functionality, it's the vacuum suit. Whoa. Okay, stay on the platform, Robin. Hey. There's no way. Please tell me there's at least one more piece over here. Thank goodness. I was gonna say, I'm like, if we really are one piece shy there, oh my goodness. I was about to lose it. Look at this. Thank you. The vacuum machine builds us a really nice little speedboat. And we can go ahead and maneuver. Whee! Batman, join up. Look at us go. This is so silly. Just this moment, like, imagine Two-Face. What is he thinking right now? Like, are you kidding me? Am I really just supposed to stand here and watch these two absolute fools just use their little boat to get across the poisonous waters at the slowest pace possible? And it's like, yes, yeah, exactly. That is exactly what you're supposed to do. Two-Face. He's got his henchmen out here. Well, sorry, those are the Riddler's henchmen. Let's do some building. Robin, get ready, dude. We're gonna be scaling across right here. I could get ambitious right here, and you see that? That's high level. That's high level Lego Batman skill right there. That's some high level Lego Batman skill right there. Not anybody could just go ahead and glide that across like that, you know? That was some tremendous Lego Batman skill. Where is Robin? Can anybody check in on Robin? Like, bro, he's still in his little boat. Like, this is... Okay, this message goes out to all of the Robin defenders. What do you have to say now? Like, bro has no reason to be on that silly boat at that point. And no, he's still over there like, oh, this was fun, man. Like, friggin', let's go, bro. We got some bad guys to stop. Like, this is ridiculous. I'm over here, like, platforming, gliding, jumping. Robin's over there having fun. Whoa. Yeah, I remember this section. This is a fun area, actually. You have to step on the different platforms without getting hit by the seemingly deadly lasers. And if you do so successfully, it unlocks your path. Well, not for Robin, because he did not move fast enough. This always reminded me a little bit of the X-Men scene from the X-Men movie, from like whatever it was, 2002. Counting your gold a little too early, no? And we got a little duo boss fight here. We finally caught up to the Riddler, and there's no more running at this point. He's got to hold his ground, and it's do or die. Well, sorry. Do or go to Gotham City prison. That's what I meant to say. Because Batman doesn't kill. Oh my gosh. Okay. Build. Hurry. No, bro. Hello, brother. Build. Oh. Bro! Robin, why are you just watching me get shot? Like, you're supposed to help, bro. Like, you can see I'm doing work. You're supposed to be doing work, too. Like, at least punch this. You know, get this. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is lovely. This is how Batman, by the way, stays rich. Is that on his escapades, I guess he just like nobody's going to notice some of this missing. At least that's what we're supposed to believe, I think. There's a pretty ridiculous amount of treasure over here, though. This is lovely. You definitely want to go through the process of clearing all this, because, well, it's just plain worth it. Especially if you're doing your very first playthrough. Being able to get this many studs is going to be so extremely valuable in terms of being able to purchase unlocks and power bricks and the rest of the collectibles in this game. So, and just in order to try to get the true hero rank, you know? This is all extremely, extremely valuable. Also, Riddler, could you have chosen a louder laser blaster? Because, like, clearly the one that you chose is just simply not loud enough. My gosh. Bro legitimately chose, like, the loudest option possible. Okay. You gotta disassemble the gold bricks. Which, by the way, I'm now realizing, so all of these gold bricks are fake then, right? Because, like, surely punching a gold brick doesn't make it turn into steel and concrete and... I guess maybe the gold part here is supposed to be reflective still. So that at least some of the gold bricks are real. But I guess some of them are fake. So, it sounds like Gotham might have a fraud case on its hands. Where you going, Riddler? Oh. The classic, hey, my henchman, go fight for me. Says the guy who was just saying, hey, Robin, fight for me. But it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same. It's totally different. Totally different. Come on, Robin. Come on, Robin. Oh, my goodness. He just absolutely laid the smackdown on Riddler. Oh, yeah? Check this out. Super battering attack, go! Wha-bam! Wha-bam! I love the over-exaggerated punch from Batman. He's like, bam! You stay down! You stay down! You stay down! You also stay down! Mess up. Two-Face. Now I gotta mess up the Riddler. There he goes again. He's mind-controlling Two-Face. And every time he does, we have to break the mind control first. Oh my gosh. That's nothing's breaking. There we go. Got my patience. Bam! Robin, I even let you land the final blow to take down the Riddler once and for all. Well, until the next time that he breaks out, which is probably next week, to be honest. There it is, Arkham Asylum. With a fresh deposit of some bad guys. Mr. Freeze. That seems dangerous. Why would they let Ivy keep plants? They know she's gonna break out, right? We got you, dude. We got you. And we ride off into the sunset. Or do we? Next up, things get weird, even by Gotham City standards. Gotham's so-called #1 son, who gets treated like #2, waddles into the spotlight. The Penguin has a plan to take over the city, and inspired by his Batman Returns era, he decides that the best way to do so is with weaponized penguins. Yes, that's the method by which he's going to go about doing this. But to pull it off, he needs a citywide broadcast, a powerful satellite dish, and the Gotham Diamond, because, well, of course he does. This chapter definitely leans more into that classic LEGO sense of humor and wackiness, bigger chases, more vehicles, levels that feel less like hallways and more like an actual open world. Batman and Robin are about to spend a lot of time on rooftops, in the sewers, and heck, we're even headed off to Gotham City Zoo, chasing an umbrella-wielding maniac all across Gotham. Welcome to Power Crazed Penguin. More troubles and Gotham is calling. Seems like we pick up with the burglar. We got some new vehicles equipped. Let's go. Here we go. There she goes again. That's the name of the first level in chapter number 2. And it seems like we've got some penguin henchmen over on the corner here that we need to clear out, which is lovely. I don't know why I keep seeing like a blue stud up here. What the heck just happened? I think it's the sparkle on the magnet plane here. I think the sparkle effect being blue keeps throwing me off, and I'm like, oh, there's a blue stud somewhere. Let's collect it. And then I realized there is no blue stud anywhere. You're imagining things. And instead, we're on the trace of the greatest burglar in the history of Gotham. And that is, of course, Catwoman. Who, fun fact, actually, one of the things that's like super unique about Catwoman in this game, and is also kind of interesting just in the sense that I think it speaks to the way that the character's popularity has evolved. For those of you that are not aware, Catwoman is actually the only character in this game, or sorry, the only character along with the Joker who in this game has 2 character tokens. Every single other character just gets 1 appearance. Like even more popular characters like Harley Quinn, who you would think by today's standards would have obviously multiple character tokens as well. Nope, just 1 design available for her as well. So just kind of interesting, I guess, speaks to maybe the possibility as to how much the popularity of Harley Quinn has risen. Or I guess technically the inverse of that, you could also speak to maybe the fact that Catwoman's popularity has decreased. So just something to think about. You know, all of you Catwoman / Harley Quinn fans can debate that in the comments section below. I'm sure everybody will be totally civil and not get into a giant shouting match. But hey, it was my point to bring it up. It's up to you guys to go ahead and discuss it. So, we have our path set pretty firmly. Are those rats swimming? That's terrifying. Holy moly, that's a lot of damage. Sheesh. I'm just curious, like, is that a thing in real life? Can they swim? I don't know. I'm not even sure, honestly. But that is definitely very sketchy. Let's go ahead and make our way up here, just because I am curious to see what could be unlocked. Not much, clearly. I could have maybe done like a cross jump over to that blue stud, I suppose, right? Yep, there we go. So that's kind of nice. I guess that's a bit of a reward. It's something I'd say. We also have a grapple point over here, though. that we previously marched right by. Ooh, look at that cool poster there of Catwoman. Ooh, there we go. That's how we get those studs there. And can I do like be able to do a wall jump? No? Stupid blue stud! Okay, so as I was saying, what we need to do is walk this way. And then we have a lever that awaits Robins. Press. Get up and over. Could punch through all this, by the way, to get even more in terms of collectibles unlocked, which is obviously always lovely. Let's shimmy on over. And up, and away we go. I wish we had our Sonic suit right here, because then we could go ahead and break the glass right here and earn the purple stud behind it. Penguin's out here advertising himself, which is kind of hilarious. That's just one of those things that's like funny about Gotham City. Because like, think about like in real life. Do you see like, well, okay, this is gonna get out of hand now. But you don't see like criminals be posting like a giant posters of themselves, you know? But it is pretty funny. All right, let's go ahead and get some more enemies defeated here. And as we collect lots and lots and lots of studs here. Holy, we're doing really, really well right now. In terms of stud count, sheesh. Coming up on 80,000 points? That feels like a lot. Especially because I feel like we're still kind of like, relatively speaking, pretty early in this, certainly in this chapter, but also even in this level. And one of my favorite things is to just glide from this point, because it's a heck of a lot easier to do so than to glide from the cross bridge. Not that the cross bridge area is difficult to deal with. This just makes your life a whole heck of a lot easier. So why not embrace that part there and complete the challenge quicker, more firmly, and more successfully. Okay, we can go ahead and clear out a lot of these items over here in order to once again earn a pretty spectacular amount of studs again, which is lovely. Jump down and we're greeted by a committee of fools, all of whom deserve a nice little bit of attention from the Dark Knight as we lay the smackdown on these fools. Let our batarangs do the talking there. Okay. This is a really prime opportunity to just get a lot of studs right here. Sheesh. 100,000 studs we have collected already. Wow, that was quick. Plant some beautiful flowers. Shout out to Poison Ivy. You inspired us after the last stage. Oh my gosh. Bruh. Robin, can you please do something instead of just standing there and watching me get shot? I mean, seriously, dude. What are you doing, bruh? It's like, you've got to be kidding me, my guy. I just cannot believe it. And then probably the most ridiculous part of this mission is the fact that after completing all of that, right? So we planted the beautiful flowers, they all sprout. Then what happens? You just go ahead and mow them all down. Zero logic. Does not make any sense. I do not understand it. But I will collect the rewards. So thank you very much, game. In the meantime, Robin, we need your walking abilities to stomp your way across. Head on up. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Almost there. And here comes Batman, along with a beautiful glide. Brilliant. And Robin, you don't know how to fly, Robin. What was that? Bro just like committed to the jump. He's like, I'm just going for it for the love of the game. Like, you can't do that, Robin. Do that on your own. Oh, here we go. Catwoman attacks. Batman is ready to fight back, though. Easy. Come on. You have been stopped. At least for now. Sheesh, that jump is ridiculous. Athleticism levels of a freak athlete. Absolutely spectacular there. Send all of our enemies flying over here. Another wave of foes. A little sidestep to rescue a citizen of Gotham City. You're all good, ma'am. You have a good night. And make sure to tell him the Batman saved you. I'm the knight. All right. I'm also realizing that I think I'm starting to accept the fact that Robin is not going to be figuring out a way across, is he? Oh, nice of you to join us, Robin. You took your sweet time. My gosh. I was over there, like, playing Subway Surfers. Like, I'm like, what is happening, bro? Come on. I need your help. Get us up here. Ta-da. Uh-oh. Here comes our enemy. Dropping on down. Get down here, fool. Batman, you in the meantime can carry on your path. I feel like we should battle like Rat Catcher with how many different rats we're fighting the whole time as well. It's kind of ridiculous. I feel like we're like pest control over here in Gotham City. Uh-oh, we're gonna need your tech suit. Robin, I will need the assistance with your tech suit. And here comes the tech suit. Okay, so with this one, also a little bit finicky. I like to actually go for the second point first and then turn around and go for the first point. I just find the handling for that to be easier. But again, it's up to you how you decide to actually structure that. There's really no wrong way of doing it. Unless if you're doing like a speed run or something like that where time is of the essence, then obviously you're going to need to focus and actually approach it in a specific order. But otherwise, you're all good. We got the Batcopter. Attach yourself, Robin, and we fly. I release you. Attack them, Robin. Attack them. Strike. Oh no, my Batcopter. It's seen better days. Or minutes, actually. 'Cause it wasn't even that long ago. All right, let's send this boom. That was lovely. And time to build some switches. Like this whole time right now, Robin. Why can't you be building the other side? Why do I gotta be doing both jobs? Huh? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, hello. From the other side. Oh, I don't have a Sonic suit. Dang it. If we had the Sonic suit right now, we could collect that red power brick right there. But unfortunately, no such luck. Instead, we're just going to have to shimmy on over to the other building. We're going to be greeted once again by another chase against Catwoman, who has that gem that Penguin is set to use to power up his army of robotic penguins, which obviously we will not allow to happen because that's something that is not going to occur on our watch. Okay, we need to clear this because we are going to need a clear path up to chase down Catwoman. There's a bit more damage. We must fight! And you must loot! Robin, can you punch something? Oh gosh. Hello, Catwoman again. Hello for what feels like a 17th time. Excellent. Okay, Robin, you stay there. I'm dropping down. Oh my gosh. Comes once in a lifetime? Ha-ha! Now give us the gem and get the heck out of here. Hold on. Whoa. Holy! I do not remember that kiss being that long. That's crazy. Batman, you've been played, my friend. course, she has a trained cat that knows how to steal highly important gems. Man, Gordon's... Yeah, I was gonna say, Gordon's team is terrible. Like, all you had to do was arrest her and bring her to Arkham. Just facepalm. Just facepalm right now. No way that works. That's crazy. We could have avoided the entire fight to begin with. Bro, that's crazy. It just goes, hey. Uh-oh. We got some thugs on the water. Buckle in. Robin, we're supposed to look cool. Bro's always embarrassing me. You know what I mean? Like, come on. That's so silly. Hey, look, we activated the lighthouse. Hey, and that granted us access to a mini kit. How lovely. I'll take that. Oh, not before dealing with some of Penguin's henchmen. Okay, so far so good. Okay, we have our first barricade. And if you know how to deal with barricades, you know that we need those proximity mines that can blast the gold Lego objects out of the way. Was I supposed to hit this? Okay, maybe I'm misremembering. Bro's brought out his entire cavalry. Penguin sent his little turtle boats, his submarines. Not his main submarine, at least not yet. But he definitely did send some serious troubles for us to deal with. And when I say us, I mean me. Because let's be honest, Robin's just going to sit there. There you go. Look at that, Robin. Nice. Look at that torpedo blast from Robin. Finally delivering some nice backup there. Now we can grab this. Robin, please get out of the way so that you do not end up getting hit by this. And the pursuit continues. On to the next area we go. Whoa! Watch out for the poison water. Seems like pollution is a very common thing in Gotham City. Oh my gosh, that's on me. That was on me. I stormed my way right into that. Played right into the Penguin's hands and plan. Okay, so here we go. We got to bring this with us on a pretty long road trip here. Ba-bam! That, first and foremost, grants us a very nice set of rewards. Let me clear some of this junk all around us. I'm going to speed boost back and grab another one of these proximity mines with us. This time, we're not going to send it forwards. Move, Robin! Pardon me. Okay. Careful. No! Okay, we're okay. We're okay. We're okay. No! Wait a minute. I didn't even eat. Well, I feel like a fool. I feel like a fool. There were proximity mines over here waiting with our name on it. Well, bam. Okay, that releases a mini kit. I love that. Here we go. These are the switches that we have to flip. So we have to go ahead and, oh, maybe not. I guess we don't have to bump into them. We just have to fire at them. And, that clears the challenge, which is nice. Switch number 2. That just leaves us with 2 more. There's switch number 3. leaving us with just one more. Wha-bam. And get us the final switch active. Ta-da. All right. Boat. Batmobile. Wait. Batboat? Is that what it's called? The Batboat? Right? Why does that sound wrong? Batboat. Boat bat? Bat? Ship? Ship? I don't know. It's got the little umbrella penguin submarine. That thing looks absolutely terrifying. Buckle in, Robin, if you have a seatbelt. We got a big fight on our hands now, my friend. Get ready. Oh, you better get ready. There we are. That's one element cleared. Come on. Grab another one, grab another one, grab another one. Wait a minute. No. Don't lose that. No! Darn it. There we are. Over on the opposite end. Things looking a little worse for wear, I'll tell ya. Looking a little worse for wear. Yes! Let's go! Good aim. First try. Let's go! Okay. Come on. This thing looks pretty much defeatable at this point. Blast him. Blast him! Oh, Robin's the one that can defeat the penguins. Ah. That's cool. I didn't know that. Ba-bam! We've sunk his battleship. Bro thinks he's Captain Robin, I'm so sorry. Oh, he's back. That was like a teaser. As we head to the sewers. But that was like a teaser of when Robin would die in the comics, you know? So Batman's like, no, you're all good, dude. You're like a cat. You got 9 lives. Robin? Even alligators don't want to deal with Batman. That's how you know you got aura. You know? That is the ultimate sign of aura. If even alligators look at you and they're like, okay, I don't want to mess with this guy. That's because you're the Dark Knight. All right, hold up. Hold up. An opportunity to acquire the magnet suit. Can we break this? Yes, we may. I don't know how we're supposed to operate that there. Maybe another suit, like the technology suit, could be sort of helpful in this scenario. Nice, Batman. I like that. I like that. Bro just sent the enemies flying. By the way, there's a red power brick just sitting up there, waiting for us. Yeah, I guess we would need the technology suit right here to interact with that little RC boat. But obviously, we don't have access to that. Score multiplier, score multiplier, score multiplier. Thank you. I thank you so much for that. That was very generous. Thank you for activating score multiplier. I don't even know what for, but I genuinely don't know why we got a score multiplier there, but that was really awesome. Okay. We got ourselves a nice chunk of studs here. Send all our enemies flying. Okay, so we have a switch. That seems important. Gotta defeat that enemy real quick. So we gotta get up there. Oh, there's Robin's last suit. The scuba suit. First, a quick rescue. Don't know how those two even ended up down here in the sewers. Seems like a strange place to just be... Robin, can you stand on that? Thank you. And go get your scuba suit. No. Why did you jump down? There we are. Yay! The water suit, sorry, allows Robin to dive deep underwater. Whee! And in return, allows us to collect everything that is deep underwater. Oh my gosh. We're underneath the alligator. Do you see this? That is crazy. Okay. All good there. Ooh. Another extremely valuable stud right there. Let's see. And another one. And another. Oh, dude, there's even a purple stud down here. Yep, that's definitely worthwhile. Make sure to get that, because that is obviously extremely valuable. All right, let's swim back up. Get greeted by another welcoming committee of a bunch of penguins. Goons here. We go up top. No! Wait a minute. No, no, no. Don't sink yet. No, don't sink yet! Okay. I'm trying not to sink, but he just... Robin's like, I have to do it. I gotta do it for the love of the game. Okay, so our goal right now, if memory serves correctly, is to get this water down. Because right now, there's no way for Batman... How am I supposed to get... How am I supposed... Give me that stud! Okay, well, thanks, game. This cannot be this difficult of a jump. There we are. Yay! 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 There we go. Drain the water, and that now grants Batman the ability to put his explosion suit or demolition suit on display to clear a path. Okay, under the city. There's a big jump that you could do here during the speed run. It lets you skip like way, way, way ahead in the story. But obviously we're not doing a speed run. We're doing a nostalgia run. You know? For the love of the game. Ow, ow. I'm taking a little too much damage there. Yay! Okay. So... get you grappling up here. We're gonna do probably a double suit switch here, actually. We're gonna go both ways. Both Robin and Batman. And get across. Oh! Dude, the animation on these alligators is hilarious. Well, maybe I shouldn't be laughing at them. Who's laughing now, right? Look at him, though. Look. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. And then just yeet. Also, what kind of a noise is that? Like, is that the sound effect that alligators make? That sounds more like some sort of like a banshee scream. Like, that sounds crazy. Okay, so we've managed to activate this. And now we can get back across. Over. Well, you see, that would have looked so sweet if I actually did stick the landing. Otherwise, it comes off kind of sad. Robin, put on the scuba suit. And then... get across here. Ba-boom! Ooh. Like, this legit looks like an area that we'd run into the Ninja Turtles, right? Like, prime opportunity over here for a nice little TMNT Easter egg to be included, at least in my opinion. Unfortunately, I've never spotted one, so if you have, let me know in the comments section below. Nice. We slide down. Okay, so we have our next set of details. This allows us to actually fix the stairs on both sides, which is nice. And now Oh, no, 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 no. Get out of the water, Batman. Oh, sorry, Robin. Hope you know how to swim, bud. Activate this. And that fully fixes the stairs. Sorry. We had the stair pieces in place, but not the actual mechanism active. Until there. And now we're good to go. So, now we can get up. And if we want, we could do this little... slide down to get the blue stud. Which is obviously lovely. This is a great level. I really like this level. I also feel like in general, the game, like the first chapter is really truly like a great foundation, but then the level of game design, the attention to detail, the scale of the level itself, and just in general, like how ambitious the game is, takes a huge step up in quality in chapter 2, which is of course the Crazed Penguin chapter, the one that we're currently playing through. And hopefully it continues with the Joker as well. Spoiler alert. Get ourselves a nice valuable stud there. 62,000 studs is what it took in order for us to go ahead and enjoy a true hero rank, which is brilliant. Next up, I don't even remember what we've been. Is this an alligator? I think it is, actually. It's just kind of more of a cute version, I guess. Thanks. Why does this have an arrow? Oh, because it's a vomiting alligator. A money vomiting alligator? The ultimate life hack. Oh my god. Oh my. There we are. Sheesh. That was a lot of points. Thank you, vomiting alligator. It's a little bit gross to talk about, but I appreciate it. Thank you. One more check. That's it. Like, bro, did you not take enough? You already took so much. And it's like, that's a fair point. That is a fair point. I can't even argue with that. Flip the switch and ta-da! Would you look at that? Also, a mini kit has revealed itself down there, which is quite cool. This is a path that Robin would be able to travel using the magnet suit, but instead we're going to dive down and unlock ourselves a really nice reward in the form of a mini kit, which is always lovely. One of the best collectibles in video game history. Whoa! Purple stud behind this giant block. Make sure to not miss that. That's extremely valuable. For real, for real. Can I build this? Yes, I may. Ta-da! Did it do anything? I don't think so. I think we would need the Joker here with his electric glove ability to activate that. Another purple stud. This might be the most generous level, honestly, because it gave us a lot of studs right there. And it all culminates in this, a mano a mano. Well, technically it's not mano a mano because there's two of us, but you catch my drift. A fight with Killer Croc. Let's do this. I've always liked this design for Killer Croc. I do agree that he should be a big fig for sure. In fact, in Lego Batman 3, he is a big fig and he looks way cooler as a big fig. But this is still a very cool nostalgic design as well. Uh-oh. Okay, so we got to dodge all three of his throws. That's when he finally then steps away from the poisonous floor and allows us to battle him properly. This is pretty... Okay? As I was saying, this is pretty easy to dodge. Before I failed at dodging. Get out of here, fool. So, I guess there's just a lifetime supply of televisions being flushed down the toilet. Because remember, we're in the sewers. So, right now, what he's throwing at us is a washing machine, a television, and what looks like one of those stretchers for the ambulance or something like that. I guess those are just constantly flushed down the toilet. Makes no sense. But don't apply logic when you're playing Lego games, or else you're going to hurt yourself. Seems like there was an invitation to the zoo. Oh, maybe a pit stop on the way to the zoo. This area is so atmospheric. I don't think he's listening. Oh, he listened. Good job, Robin. I appreciate you for that. Okay, we're in. Zoo's Company is the name of the next level that we have been tasked with taking care of. We got Dumbo's house over here. The elephant. Ooh, hello. Hello from the outside. Hello, brother. We got him. Easy, easy, easy. Sending everybody flying. Absolutely brilliant. Purple hats for everyone, I guess. I guess there's just like a popular color scheme for hats for the zoo workers. Hey, Robin, I need you to go ahead and equip this new suit for yourself, my friend. Lay the smack down on this fool. Excuse me. Hey there, jerks. Oh no! We've fallen into the freezing cold water. Get back up. When I fall down and I get up again, I'm never gonna... Hello? How did I miss this blue stud? There we go. I really love the way that they use the camera angles here. Just in terms of like the fact that you can actually see into the areas that you go into. And everything's like in its proper proportionality. That's a word. Did I even say that correctly? That is definitely pretty cool. Look at that! That's a lot of studs we just collected there. Dang it. Messed up the jump backwards. But we looked cool going in. That's something. Okay. Give Batman a grapple hook ability. Area. Ooh, hold on. Hold on. We got a little side quest over here. Seems like Penguin. I don't understand how this guy is everywhere. I guess Penguin's in the zoo business in this universe, you know? How the heck did he manage to assemble this? Oh! It's a money pooping penguin! Put that on a t-shirt. We need to break... There it is. I was like, I'm pretty sure there was something else we were supposed to break. Yep! And it was this thing down here. Ta-da! Alright, having disassembled that, now, having acquired our glide suit, we're ready to glide. And look cool doing it. Here we go! There we go. First try, definitely. Definitely first try right there. Absolutely tremendous. That then lets us drop on into here. And it's time to assemble the absolutely magnificent tractor vehicle that returns from chapter number 1. Actually, returns more than the Batmobile and the Batboat does. So, oddly enough, this might be the most recurring vehicle in a Lego Batman game is a tractor. Who would have thunk it? Not me, I'll tell you that much. Stay down, fool! Alright, let's see. Can we go ahead and make way? Yes, we may. Oh, look, it's the lion's den. Ooh. Maybe we could come across the dragon's den. We could do a little pitch to Mr. Wonderful. Be like, I've got this new business idea. An Arkham Asylum where the bad guys don't actually escape every single time. Isn't that a novel concept? Hello, lions. Lions. Surely they're friendly, right? Oh my goodness, look at this absolute beatdown here. I'm not sure. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Okay. Hey guys, what's up? You friendly lions? Yeah, look at that. That's like Simba and whatever else. I literally don't know any other famous lions. Mufasa, I guess. I know that's from the same franchise, but come on, give me a break. Can you name a famous lion? Of course, someone in the comments is going to be clever and be like, well, actually, yes, it's pretty simple. All you have to know... There's going to be a whole list. Are you kidding me? I feel like you probably looked that up. Okay. Do some assembly work. We got a stud there. I do see my Sonic suit over there. I am very much excited to unlock that. Also, there's a whole lot of elephants over here in this pan here. Hello. Hello, elephants. Hello. Could you please move because there's a mini kit right behind you? Thank you. I appreciate that. Proceed as you were proceeding with your elephant business. Whatever it is that you guys do during the day and such. Okay, hold on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There we are. Enemies have been defeated. And an RC turtle has been assembled. We're quite literally going to be using turtle power. One level too late, because obviously we're no longer in the sewers, but turtle power unlocked. Look at this little fella go. He's like, let me shimmy on over and walk right through here. Press the big red button so you could make that bad guy disappear. Hey, yo, fools. What are you doing over here? Bam. All right, Batman, we're going to need your assistance here, because we do need this. And now... Oh, hold on. Wait on a minute. Batman! Can I just walk up here? No, right? That seems too steep. Never mind. I really did overthink it. I was like, oh, maybe I have to put the turtle over there and then get across that way. Nope. Nope. Quite literally, just walk. And you're good to go. Whoa! This area looks crazy. It looks like the Jaws ride from Universal in Japan. Whoa. You get on this big giant boat, and then you go sailing as a bunch of animatronics try to scare the heck out of you. It's a lot of fun. I could recommend it. Hey, 59,000 points is what we needed in order to go ahead and unlock our true hero rank, which is brilliant. Now, the next thing we need to do is assemble a plank, because of course in classic boat fashion, what kind of a boat doesn't have a walk the plank, matey area? What is that called? What's the technical term for walk the plank, matey? Oh, jump. Okay, just be careful. Like, nice and easy. And just the motivation that you should have is that there is deadly alligators right below you. So the motivation to nail these jumps is very simple, really. And that is, alligator eats you if you mess up. Pretty straightforward, really. Hold up. Yes! Very nice. Really excited about that. Wait, what? Bro, are you kidding me? Is the alligator really just, like, living its best life? I mean, did you just see that, guys? All right, just go. Go, 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 go. Batman? Batman, you got to get out of the water. You got to get out of the water. Ooh. And punch that terrifying looking thing. Okay. Here's the good thing. This allows us to build our demolition suit spawning portal, which is brilliant. It also allows us to actually get up here if we want to. Fortunately, we don't have a character with super strength that could interact with this orange lever over here. But eventually, if you're doing free play, you'd be... Oh my gosh, how am I so bad at timing these jumps? Okay, we're good. All right, Robin, good luck, dude. I'll see you in the next life or whatever. Bye. Hey, he made it. Good job, Robin. Watch out. I don't like the sound of that. Oh, snap. Man bat! Man bat alert! All right, we did some good damage. This is a cool boss fight. And just a cool inclusion, because I feel like during this point in the mythos, oh gosh, of Batman, Batman was like a character that would very rarely get his due or like get the sort of attention that I think the character deserves, because he is a cool character. So it's kind of neat to have... No. I was trying to build things, not make them go boom. There we are. Time to blast some music. And of course, a nice classical symphony ought to bring them down. Ta-da. Dang it. Do you know how long that took to build? Precisely 30 seconds, but still. Guess I'll have to do it again. If it works once, it'll work twice. Bam! Alright, Robin, get ready. I'm gonna let you take down your greatest fear. Since you were spooked by Man-Bat before, I'm gonna let you deliver the final bit of damage to take him down. Hey, you spin my head right round, right round. Dr. Kirk Langstrom. Seems like we are probably on the trail of the Penguin finally. There are his evil Penguin minions. And of course, the incompetent GCPD. Oh, snap. Oh, we're battle ready. Batman's had enough of these shenanigans. He's like, bro, what am I doing in the zoo? You know? He's like, I became a crime fighter to take down thugs in the alleyways of Gotham City. Not out here fighting robotic penguins in Gotham City Zoo, you know? So, let's handle business by first and foremost finding a way up here to get our glide suit unlocked. Ta-da! Sweet. All right, I got you, Robin. Don't worry. Don't worry. I know you're panicking. But I got you. Quick glide across. Whoa. And an insane swarm of enemies are waiting for us on the other end here. My gosh. That really was a lot of enemies. There we are. And we get to recoup some of our health, too. Which is super nice. Ta-da! Sweet. A few extra studs unlocked. That's always lovely. And... ta-da! We assembled something that can melt ice out of ice. Again, does it make sense? No. But do we have to go along with it? Yes, we do. Because that's the only way to proceed in the story, to be quite honest. Okay. Let's create a method by which Robin can get across now. There you go, Robin. Now please go get your suit. Thank you. Mess up these enemies if you want some, come get some. Hey, blue stud in the middle. Actually, there might be two. Yep, there are two blue studs to be collected there. That's lovely. We can also build a little carrot spawner. Okay, so having gone down here, if you don't know that the switch is over there, it's a bit of a pain to locate it sometimes, but once you're aware of it, you know to be on the lookout for it. And then you have a way to get up. And I was going to say up and over, but nope. I'm struggling to get out of the cold water. There we go. Rescue another citizen of Gotham. Make sure to tell him Batman saved you. You know, always got to do PR. Make sure. Public relations, everybody knows Batman's awesome. Tell your friends. Tell your friend's friend. Tell your cousin. Tell your grandma. Tell the whole fam. Oh, she's back out again! How? Last time we saw Catwoman, she was getting yeeted into the back of a GCPD van. And yet here we are, again, with her loose, causing us trouble. Penguin's entire henchman army is upon us. Though, you gonna do something? Oh, wait. I think I'm gonna do something. Yep, that's right. Zap, zap, zap. Dance! Dance, Penguin! Dance, you fool! Uh-oh. Okay, here he goes with his little penguin army. Yay, that works. Oh gosh, he has restarted the machines. There they go again. I understand the pattern of attack. So, what we're gonna do is just, once again, tag everything with a nice quick batarang throw. Some lovely loot back here, including that mini kit, which I think I could actually get. Yay! All right, Penguin. Is that too far? I don't think. It might be too far. Nope, that is also too far. Like maybe like that sort of angle. See if we can get this. Yep. I think the way you know you got it correctly is if Catwoman jumps down after you successfully complete that task. 1, 2, 3. Okay, lovely. Got a good amount of studs there as a reward, which is cool. And we just barely managed to hit the superhero rank, which is lovely. That was a bit too close for comfort, but all things considered, we got it done. Here comes another wave of penguins to attack us, I believe. Hopefully this is the right angle. I don't think it will be, because... Well, actually, it looks like it will be. Because Catwoman did not drop down. Now she has. Also managed to unlock ourselves another mini kit, which is always awesome. Let's go fight Catwoman again for the 50th time. Okay. Now it's time to bring this clown back down. Where are you, you fool? Time to take down your beatdown! Holy moly. I just love how the sound effects make it sound like he's legitimately getting hit by, like, an army. Like, listen to the amount of punches and kicks that are being delivered. It's like, bro, how's the Penguin able to absorb this much damage? I'm very curious about that. Whoa. Speaking of damage, seems like I just absorbed a whole heck of a lot of damage. One more punch will seal the deal, I think. Bring him down again. Let's go, Penguin! You're done. Back to Arkham Asylum you go. Sheesh. All is well that ends well. Not again, Catwoman. Nope. Arkham Asylum's getting another new addition. Bane. Not very smart. Started reading books. That's how that ends. That guy's also not very bright. That guy doesn't know how to read newspapers. That's Catwoman. And there he is. Hey, celebratory moment. Or is it? And finally, the reason Batman never gets a day off, Killer Okay, let's be serious. The Joker is back. And this is where Lego Batman turns everything up to 11. Unlike the other villains, Joker doesn't want money. He doesn't want control. He just wants to watch Gotham City fall apart, one laugh at a time. Armed with the Joker toxin and a plan that only makes sense to him, I'm going to be honest, this is where the story reaches its finale. Because in the Joker's own words, it's all over. Over? Why, my delusional Dark Knight, it hasn't even begun. Welcome to the Joker's return. Hey, we are going airborne this time. We've been on the ground, we've been on the water, and now we're going airborne. Okay, that's a little ridiculous. That's overkill. Yeah. Bigger than that? Ooh, half-price cape. Let's go, dude. Trouble, trouble. We've got liftoff, baby. Here we go. The bat plane. And my goodness, Robin. Seriously, bro. Seriously. That seems... Oh, yeah. Oh, thank goodness it didn't work. Sheesh. Poor Alfred. Bro just had a heart attack. And we're headed onwards and forwards. Let the adventure begin on the Joker's home turf, where it seems like a lot of toxins have already begun to spill. So that is definitely a problem. We're gonna go ahead and punch our way through. Hey, yo, what's up, Joker goons? Wha-bam! Time for us to lay the smackdown on these fools. Wha-bam. See you later, jerk. Oh, gosh. There we are. Oh, my goodness. We have a situation. We have a situation. Wha-bam. Handled business right there. Pretty easily, might I add. And that will then grant us access to another costume swap portal for Robin. Let's go. We've got our vacuum suit. Or sorry, a track suit. Seriously, why didn't they call it the vacuum suit? For real, for real. But speaking of, let's begin attracting some of these parts and pieces, because as you can see, we're going to need 25 in total in order to complete that next area over there. So as we work our way through, there's an opportunity to gather some tokens right there. And even more over here. Lovely. Already up to 13 pieces collected now. No, I think we might be one piece shy. Nope. Exactly on the dot. 25 out of 25. Let's go ahead and deposit. Very satisfying sound effects in this game. I think that's just in general. This is going to be like kind of a weird slide to slide. I can't speak. Wait, no. Side to side? No. Side to side? No. What? Slight aside. That's what I was looking for. That is the droids I'm looking for. But as a slide aside, I do think that is something that in general older games have done much better, was the art of great sound effects. You know, and maybe it's because a lot of older games don't have voice acting and all that, so they kind of had to like rely on sound effects to convey a lot more in terms of the message slash the. Where are you going, bro? Aren't you supposed to be fighting me? Trying to convey the message of the game or the scene and so on and so forth. So maybe that is a valid thing to bring up. But I don't know. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree with that notion. Do you feel like older games did a better job with sound effects? Like when I think of like Sonic or Mario, like those games have phenomenal sound effects, you know? A lot better and more memorable than a lot more of the modern games, you know? Like if I told you like, yo, name a sound effect from like Uncharted. You can't do it, you know? I can't do it either, and I love that game. You know? So, just a little something to think about. Hey, Robin, I think there might be an opportunity to gather even more bits and pieces over here. First, let's equip the glide suit. All right, let's get Robin to actually vacuum these extra few bits and pieces, because why not? Okay. Speaking of, even another opportunity to gather more loot. And even more loot. We're just stacking these studs right now. We're doing real good. Slide. Sorry, glide, not slide. Called the glide suit, not the slide suit. All right, let's get Robin across. And then we're going up. Up, up, and away. Can I? There we go. Sweet. An opportunity to go ahead and disassemble a ton of Lego bricks over here. And now, 2 characters, but no can do. Oh! Okay, well, we got a welcoming committee over here. Not the most friendly bunch, I'll tell you that much. We're gonna go ahead and batarang everything, just about everything in our path. Gather a nice amount of studs right here. And on to the next area we go. What? Okay. Robin, another opportunity for you to get some more bits and pieces. And now, Batman, it's time for some heavy lifting. Ta-da! All right, well, we have that, so that's lovely. The problem now is trying to figure out a way across all that toxin goo. And if we were doing a speed run, I actually know a really cool trick here that you could use in order to skip a lot of this. But that is not the point of this. The point here is to experience the nostalgia. Go back through the adventure once more and re-experience where it all started and where we'll all lead with, of course, the brand new Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, which hopefully will be really exciting. All right, so we got to go ahead and deposit here real quick. Ta-da! Hey, look at that. It's legitimately a full-on cannon. Sheesh. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Bam! It's just like the demolition suit. You see that? Ooh, hold on. I think I was gonna miss this. Nope, not today. Back on track. Let's do a little bit of assembly work. That's nice. Okay, I like that. That was pretty cool. Can we destroy this thing now? No. Oh, whoa. Yes, we can. It just took a couple of extra punches, I guess. In bunches. Yeesh. All right, it is time to do some gliding. This is one of the most difficult glides in the entire core game. But I nailed it. Absolutely crushed it. That was wonderful. So now we're going to push this over and across. Whoa, hello. And that goes down. Fantastic. Well, Robin's definitely concussed. Bro just dropped the entire crate. I mean, Batman, I'm pretty sure that's attempted murder, my guy. That is crazy, crazy behavior from Batman right there. Hello? Ooh, okay, so we're into this creepier looking area of an already creepy level. Uh-oh. We've got a lot of crates and a lot of enemies up ahead. All right, I know that we're going to need these crates down here, so we might as well begin with the process of knocking those down. And then we have a bit of a tricky glide again. Fortunately enough, first attempt, and we made it. Okay, so we've got a lot of parts and pieces, and we also have a lot of foes that are going to be seemingly quite annoying to deal with. Robin, handle that. Robin, I need you to handle business over there. Thank you. You legend. Okay, we're assembling an ice cream mobile. For whatever reason. Or an ice cream forklift mobile. Okay. So, let me go ahead and take a chance to smash and bash our way through all that junk. I believe we might be able to use this vehicle to break these. Yep. Sweet. That's the benefit of assembling this forklift, is that not only does it let us move around pretty quickly and efficiently, but it also lets us clear a lot of, yikes, a lot of objects while gathering studs as rewards. So that's pretty awesome. Okay, do some building. There we are. And before we proceed, few other things that must be completed, including this ladder. Such a satisfying animation, the way that that assembles. And if you're playing co-op and you want your friend or your co-op partner to have their own vehicle, there you go. That's how you go about that process. So hopefully that is a good enough explanation. Yay. This is kind of the part where I was hoping Robin would have stayed down below so you could, slide on through, but I guess Robin had no interest in that. Think we could make this jump? No! Ooh, terrifying. Truly terrifying. All right, Robin, get down here, my friend. And... no! Robin, I trusted you with the vehicle for one moment and you almost drove it off a cliff. Come on. We got a big... we got a huge brawl on our hands. My gosh. Sheesh. All right, we're good. Now, once again, have to rinse and repeat the classic smash and bash strategy, where we just basically destroy just about everything in our sight and in our path in order to maximize our ability to build things. Okay. Hello? Okay, that is non-functioning. There we are. Alright, we've got it figured out. Might as well just quickly drop down into here to get a few extra studs, because why not? And now, this thing is operational. Transferring this over. There we go. Jump up here and pull the lever. Which... oh! Get out of there! Okay. Almost a big fail. We're okay, though. Yay. A big glide. And... just a nice little 1-2. Punches and bunches. That creates a big giant bridge that will now allow Robin to cross. Although we do want to bring the vehicle with us. If memory serves correctly, that is. Oh gosh. We're good, we're good. Okay, oh my goodness. Like, instantly destroyed by the swarm of the Joker's thugs over here. These guys were not messing around. Like, when they arrive in a big giant squadron like that, it's like good luck to you. You know, it really is a challenge dealing with them at that point. Okay. Here's an opportunity to gather a few more studs here, and we need to activate this pressure plate. And the only way to do that is no, we cannot go ahead and consume a ridiculous amount of food. That would not work. We needed to bring the vehicle with us. I'm sorry, Robin. Classic Robin being an absolute buffoon. Does he not see the elevators coming down? Like, what a foolish mistake. All right, we do have these thugs over here awaiting a beatdown. Unfortunately, I can't deliver a beatdown because, well, we don't have super strength to pull on that orange pulley there. So we just have to proceed onwards. That's something that you would be able to tackle in free play. Wait a minute, where does this lead? Robin, you almost pushed me into poisonous toxins. Oh! Okay, that was an absolutely goated performance. 60,000 studs. Also earned us our true hero rank. That was spectacular. That was absolutely spectacular right there. Some next level platforming by yours truly. As we go ahead and yeet all these enemies away. Leading us to an even creepier looking room. We could well, that was disaster. Like, we could go ahead and slide across this. That did not go according to plan whatsoever. There we are. Okay. I don't understand what I'm sliding on. What part of this is slippery? I don't get it. Like, I'm just standing over on, like, a solid ledge there. I don't understand why it's going slip and slide. Like, there's an icicle right below us. Seems a little bit strange, but okay. Maybe I'm just overthinking it, you know? Could be me. Okay, Robin, let's go. Magnet powers unlocked. And that then gets us up here. I'm sure you've probably also noticed, this is something that I pointed out in chapter number 2 as well, but the complexity of the levels definitely takes another step up in the game in general. Like, if you go back and you look through chapter number 1, the amount of things that we were tasked to do per level were far fewer than in chapter 2. And then that is true now for chapter number 3. Like, the complexity in the level design gets more and more intricate, which I kind of appreciate, because it feels like obviously we're making our way through the story, so it makes sense that it should kind of, like, you know, build up towards an ultimate giant battle and a huge payoff. In this case, taking down Batman's greatest villain in the Joker. Oh gosh. Come on. No! Classic moment when you realize that every Lego person, when they pass away, they explode into $4,000, I guess. Just a just a classic a way to go, you know? Okay, Robin, let's go. Get across finally. Now we carry on. Oh, look at you, Robin. Now you get to shine again, my friend. You get to shine once more as you activate this. Thank you very much. And then, before we proceed, I do want to take a moment and grab that stud right there. Aren't any further ones hidden over here. For this activation of the machine, we need the Joker, which obviously, again, since we're going through the story and not free play, we don't have access to that. So for now, it is time to go mano a mano against the one and only the Mad Hatter. All right, bring it on, Hatter. This is where the first of the Joker's squad is set to bite the dust. There we go. Do a good amount of damage and send him running, which will then set him back to the center here. Fortunately enough, we have a way to get back up to here. And most importantly, Robin, I need you over here, broski. Thanks. He had to push us out of the way. Oh, gosh. Activated the wrong... Well. That's all. That's all. I didn't realize he was... It's fine. It's fine. But just... Oh, my... Okay, do not punch Mad Hatter explosive weapons. Seems like a horrible plan. Seems like a very, very, very awful... Hello, Robin? Plan. Alright. Ta-da! Let's get up now. Let's go. Teamwork makes the dream work. There we go. Now he's gonna get zapped. Actually, he doesn't even get zapped. He just gets dropped right into the poisonous waters below. Seems a little extreme, Batman. There's that mind control activating. Another character that has the mind control, obviously, in this game, besides the Riddler. And there he goes. Setting up for his next evil plan. Allowing us to once again, hopefully, deliver another drop down of him into the poisons below. Now deliver the final punch and bring him to justice. Wabam. The Mad Hatter has been taken down. But of course it's not over yet. Because guess what? They got to Gordon! Which is pretty terrifying. This is probably the creepiest level in the entire game on a multitude of factors. Also, that looks like a practice dummy from Mythbusters. But it's just because this recreates one of the darkest storylines in Batman history with the Killing Joke. So, kind of crazy that they chose to adapt that really highly mature story into a Lego game. I certainly would not have expected it or predicted it, but here we are. And here we are at the little fun at the big top. As we are immediately greeted by a lot of creepy stuff. Now, this one also takes place in a super just creepy looking amusement park. So just across the board, a really creepy level for a multitude of reasons. I think most people would agree that this is probably the creepiest looking level in the game overall. At least most people that I've ever talked to about the game seem to agree on that. Hello. Yay! It's a stud pooping rocket. No more studs for us, unfortunately. I was really hoping there would be more loot to be acquired there, but no such luck, unfortunately. Okay, so punching our way through this basically gets us right into a trap where a lot of the Joker's henchmen were waiting for us. Unfortunately for them, we're not impressed. We're just gonna go ahead and set some of these demolition suit explosives that then clear a lot of studs for us. So that is lovely. Another opportunity to get even more studs collected over here. Uh-oh, here we go. Here comes a big swarm of enemies. Sheesh. Yep, that's a lot of them. All right, so gonna go ahead and not just disassemble this part, but also try to take down those, oh my goodness, decorative flags that are up here. In order to maximize our stud count. Okay, fantastic. With that completed, wait. We can then go ahead and collect all this. Oh, would you look at this, guys? Check this out. Bam! An explosive entrance. We would need the scuba suit here, which unfortunately I do not have. So that seems about it when it comes to the collectibles that we can interact with over there. If I remember correctly, it's supposed to be a rocket. Well, I mean, it's kind of. I guess it's supposed to. Maybe it's a castle? I don't know. It's kind of both. Having assembled that, though, wha-bam! We have a clear path forward. Okay. Even the music that plays during this level is super creepy. It's like those kind of like wind-up box, not dolls, whatever they're called. I guess they're just like wind-up boxes, right? I think, or something like that. Just constantly going. It's like really creepy. This is a nice little preview of an upcoming level where we're gonna take off to the skies. Because if you haven't been paying attention, every single chapter so far had one type of vehicle or iconic bat vehicle take center stage. So, of course, chapter number 1, when we were dealing with the Riddler and his squad, that was the ground. So we were using the Batmobile and the Bat Cycle. Then with the Penguin, we took off to the waters, or the Batboat. And, I don't know, Robin... I don't know what the heck Robin calls his boat, is called. And then this level is going to take us off to the skies, where the Bat plane will be front and center. So, pretty dang cool. Allowing us to... Robin, are you serious? Robin, like, you're just standing there watching this guy just go poof, poof, poof. Like, surely you could just do something, no? No? Oh my gosh. Hello? Doesn't seem like... It does not seem like I will be able to clear this. At least not from there. Ta-da! Ooh, hello, hello, hello. Look at all those studs. That is very nice. Okay, Batman, we needed to break this glass over here. Uh-oh. Another surprise strike from the Joker and his henchmen, as they were waiting for us patiently. Fortunately enough, we can make quick work of them. Like, even those little clowns right there, like, don't they look creepy? I don't know, maybe it's just the context of everything, the fact that it's all kind of, like, Jokerized. Maybe that's what makes it creepy. But they, to me at least, they certainly do look at least somewhat creepy looking. But, again, I don't know. I guess some people could disagree and say, hey, it's just a circus / amusement park. What's so creepy about it, you know? So, I suppose to a certain extent, to each their own. But it does look creepy to me. I'll tell you that much. Look at this ride right here with the teacups. Real creepy. Hello, enemies. Jerks. Dealt with them pretty easily. Opportunity to gather some more studs here. Oh my goodness, how many did that spawn? Was that 10 of them? Sheesh. All right. So fortunately enough, we finally found the missing pieces to get Robin. Oh, hold on. Comes a little surprise. Oh my goodness. And of course, you got the squad arriving over here. Don't worry though. A quick smackdown on all of them, and we're good to go. All right, so now what we need is, once again, to get our attract suit and get to attracting, I suppose, with Robin here, because we need 25 Lego pieces. Whoa! Okay, definitely do that. Holy moly. If you jump on each side of the scales there, it gives you a gajillion, billion, million... Well, not quite that many, but it does give you a lot of studs. Now that we've got the correct amount, go ahead and deposit, which will then withdraw the correct pieces to build us a ladder, allowing us to, once again, proceed onwards through to the next area, where, once again, lots and lots of studs await. This area is very generous with giving you just a lot of loot, you know? So that is definitely very cool. Oh my gosh. Ta-da. Managed to gather all that. Grapple up here for, once again, another pile of blue studs awaiting for us. And here comes another wave of enemies, which is fine. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't know why. I don't remember this many enemies spawning in on the Xbox 360 version of the game, which is the one that I played the most, like, growing up and stuff, so that makes me wonder, like, is it because I'm playing on PC? Does the PC version spawn more enemies? Because, you know, the computer can handle more processing power and such, so I'm curious if we're actually kind of having a bit of a different experience this time, just in terms of the sheer number of enemies. And here comes the uber creepy, not because of that, boss fight, just because this area looks terrifying. Harley, we're here. Yep. I mean, look at that, whatever that is, like that demon monster thing in the background. It just looks pretty freaky, I'll tell you that much. Okay. Batarang. Come on. Ta-da. There's some damage. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You're basically trying to get Harley dazed and confused until the point when she calls upon backup. So you have to stay close enough, because if you fall far enough behind, what she'll do is she'll go ahead and just come to a full stop, which is not what you want, of course, because then kind of cancels out all your hard work. So keep that in mind. Okay, here she goes again. We're just gonna close the gap and run in a circle. Deal our damage. Here comes a giant swarm of enemies. Actually, I've never realized the cards on the walls. I wonder if that's, is that a reference to something? Those numbers, 5, 9, 6, 3. Oh, well, took a lot of damage there. That's not pleasant. Sheesh. Ta-da. All right, and we got one more tango with Harleen Quinzel, where she's going to do this little jump trick. Robin, thanks for always helping so much, my friend. Just eternally useless. You know? Like, look at him. Like, you could stop her right there, dude. You know? Also, let me go talk to Commissioner Gordon. Just tell him it'll be all right. Hey, listen, bud. Everything will be okay, all right? You got it? All right. I'll see you soon. We're going to go handle business one more time. All right, Harley, come on. Do your little jumparoo. We're going to jump across. Robin, thanks for being an obstacle. I appreciate that. Not for Harley, for us! To crash out. I'm about to crash out. Wha-bam! Here is the rescue operation. Harley's like, next time I should probably come up with a better plan than to do 1,000 different cartwheels, or those weren't even cartwheels. Good luck, Robin. Classic Robin. He gets himself into a situation that he doesn't... Never mind. I doubted you. I doubted you, my friend. Oh, no, I did not doubt you. I was right. Yay. I like the way that Commissioner Gordon pretends that he's just got everything under control the whole time. Even though he's, like, let out multiple villains after we've already caught them in the story. He's, like, re-released them again. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? Pay attention. Yeesh. Oh, but here we go. The pursuit is underway. To the skies we go. A little salute there. I like that. We're back on the same page. Robin and Batman working together. Robin, please don't make me doubt you again. And there's the creepy Scarecrow. I've always loved the design for Scarecrow in this. It's much more cartoony than something like Arkham Asylum, but there's something cool and charming about the design as well. Oh, snap. Let's go, Batman. Lock in. Lock in. Seems like we're going to need to do a little side quest before we deal with the Joker. We've got a Scarecrow to bring down, who's been busy putting up, I guess, advertising billboards of himself across Gotham City. As you do, you know? Naturally. All right. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of enemies. We're just gonna blast everything, because that's part of the fun of these levels. Torpedo blast! Hey, 1 out of 6 taken down. It just kind of make you think, like, was this the safest way to get through this? Because it's like, why does Batman have to fire a torpedo at the thing that then fires torpedoes? Like, again, this is why I always say, like, when you're playing a Lego game, do not use too much logic or thinking, because if you do, you're just gonna get confused. Trust me. Uh-oh. There he goes. Look at him. Making away. And setting one heck of a trap right behind him. And that was like literally a firewall. Not like a computer one. A literal one. That will prevent us from pursuing. It's time for you to shine. Let's go. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Let's go, Robin. You can't afford to take any damage, so please, Rob. Yeah, I might stand corrected. I think we're supposed to clear this first. Before you can carry on. There we go. Surely there's no train that would go through here, right? Because, boy, would that be awkward. That would be the kind of moment where it's like, you know, when certain characters, like in Spider-Man, J. Jonah Jameson sometimes argues that, like, Spider-Man causes more harm than good. In this kind of scenario, you could probably make the argument that Batman probably caused a bit more harm than good. Dealing with, this situation. Oh my gosh, please. Wha-bam! We have a clear path! Sheesh. Alright, out of all the vehicle levels, I do think that this is probably... I'm trying to think. I do think that this is probably the most complicated of the bunch. Actually, let me know what you guys think. As you've been watching this adventure unfold, which one seemed like the most complex one? Was it the flying vehicle level, the ground vehicle level, or the water vehicle level? Because obviously, we've covered quite a few different styles of challenges. Ta-da! We're through. And the pursuit continues as the Scarecrow tries to make away. Okay, though, we're gonna blast him here. There's our ability to reload right here, which is lovely. Alright, there he is. Robin, grapple him! Slow him down! No. Yes, excellent. Wha-bam! Another one bites the dust. That's 2 hearts of damage. And with one more remaining, we got him. Scarecrow is down for the count. Ta-da! And this is a classic 2 birds with 1 stone kind of situation. Thanks. I love that little nod from Batman. Like, I did that. I'm pretty awesome like that. He's like, business handled. Took care of both Joker and Scarecrow. And so let's go bring them in. Surely, right? There's no one else that's going to get in the way. Gordon. Are you kidding me, Gordon? Also, what was going on with Harley's face there? Classic Gordon let us down again. He freed both the Joker and Harley. Or the Joker freed Harley, I guess. And now we get the most obscure villain of them all. Yes, Killer Moth. You're probably asking yourself, like, who? I was saying the exact same thing, and I've read a lot of comics back in the day, but I was still like, who the heck is Killer Moth? Oh my gosh. Please. Let's not miss out on these points. Okay, well, we got most of them. So for the most part, that was quite lovely. Okay. And there he is. Speak of the Moth. It is very funny that they chose to include this character just because it's so, like, preposterously random. But it kind of fits the tone of the game. And I know personally, I know that I've seen a lot of people have become, like, fans of Killer Moth, especially because of this game. It started out as a bit of a, kind of like a meme, I think, where people were, like, memeing on the character and saying, like, yeah, I really love that villain. That was fun. But over time, I think that people have actually grown to be fans of the character, like, for real, like, unironically. So it is kind of funny that this game introduced this particular character to probably an entire generation of people who had no idea who the heck Killer Moth is. And many probably don't even to this day, to be fair. So, I guess play Lego Batman if you'd like to know a little bit about Killer Moth. Okay, so we do have a path up in a moment. Oh, hold on. We gotta build this thing. This is a sweet looking car right here. Wait till you see this thing. This thing is an absolute beaut. It really is a cool car, for real. This might be the coolest looking vehicle built in level. So I don't think it's as cool as the Batmobile obviously is, or something like that, but as far as, oh my gosh. I just love the concept that all the henchmen can punch you while you're in the car. It's like, I understand when they have the guns or like long-range weapons, that makes sense to me, you know, they could do damage to us. But when you're literally punching the car, like, how are you damaging me? I feel like you should be damaging yourself in that scenario more than you are ever damaging me. You know? Oh, wait, who is that? I just realized that person's a supervillain. Huh. I actually don't know who that is. I'm trying to, like, get closer to the screen to see the logo. I can't tell what that is. Continues. Uh-oh. Seems like Killer Moth is a big nightclub fan? Dance club fan? Whatever you want to call it? Tell me you don't know what you're talking about without telling me you don't know what you're talking about. Alright, we gotta go ahead do some disassembling. Come on, Batman. It's your opportunity to shine right here. What has been not dis- Oh. I was like, what is missing? I feel like we should be able to start building this thing now. For some reason, it wasn't letting me. And then I realized, oh, we have this one little crate that we have to break before we can proceed. Oh, no, I missed the opportunity to get the blue stud up there. That stinks. That would have been lovely to have. Hey, we found this one, though, so that's kind of nice. And we can break this fire hydrant to get that recouped right there. Also, here's another opportunity to build yet another one of those cool red vehicles. So, once again, if you're in co-op and you want to just kind of race around the level with whomever you're playing co-op mode with, there's a fun little element right there, you know? Okay, so, back on track. We need to give this thing a little bit of power, which will then give us the ability to get to a higher elevation. Okay. Ta-da. Punch our way through all this junk. And as we break things, they will leave bits and pieces behind that we can then reassemble into a lever system. Thank you. I appreciate that. Batman, get your demolition suit. And down we go. I'm yelling timber. And would you look at this? Now, there's a way to get through. Oh, bam. Time to dance, punks. I should have done the, you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. Line from Michael Keaton. Seems very fitting. I love how calm all the patrons are from the club. Like, look at this lady. Like, could not care less. The fact that Batman and Robin are in here beating up a bunch of these thugs, like, just so calm, so casual, like as if nothing's wrong, you know? It's pretty hilarious. There we are. Clear all that junk. That's pretty fantastic. Even more loot. Who's fighting over here? I can hear like an entire... Sounds like a boxing match is going down over here. Like, sheesh. You know? I don't know where this fight is happening, but there's someone getting beat up. I also just realized every single person in this nightclub is the exact same lady. Like, they're identical. Look at that. The hair, the attire, everything. They are quite literally identical. Okay. Hello? Why can't I, break this one? There we go. Thank you. Okay. Robin, get up there before that blue stud disappears, Robin! Nice. Good job, Robin. Good job, Robin. Build things. Robin. Robin. Yep. I understand what we got to do. That is a silver Lego object. Which means, Batman, I need you to shimmy across. Carefully. Once you've made your way across, position 1, position 2. Bring the boom. Let's freaking go. Absolutely brilliant. That gives us the tiles that we need in order to be able to push this other bit into place. Just like so. And now, pull the lever. I can't wait to see who's getting beat up over here. Someone's taking a whooping. I'm telling you. Oh, there we go. Whoa. Whoa! Oh, it's the exact same lady again. It's like a factory of the same exact character over and over and over and over again. What are the chances of that? Time for the greatest beats you've ever heard in your life, guys. Like, I know some people are like, oh, you know, like, I like Drake, or I like Kendrick, or I like Linkin Park, or I like, oh my gosh. Come on, let's name modern singers. Hannah, that's still a thing? None of them compare to the absolute glory that you're about to hear. This is going to be an absolutely amazing song you're about to witness here. Hello, Robin. Here we go, Robin. Go get yourself your tech suit. Well, bam. All right. Hold on. Gotta disassemble some of these things. You have a panel there, but we can't interact with it, at least not yet. So, Batman, go over there. Bam. Gotta just step onto the different points of the dance floor to light up the dance floor. Wait, what? Why didn't it play the song? Huh? Dang. I think it is blasting the tunes, but we can't actually hear them. Just imagine you hearing the greatest song you've ever heard in your life. You know? Just that. It's just absolutely brilliant. Just a fantastic song that you're just thinking to yourself like, wow, that is an absolute masterpiece. Also, that guy right there might have the worst haircut of all time. Like, of all time. That literally looks like, you know what kind of haircut? If you go to the barber and you're like, yo, could you just drive a bicycle right over the top of my head? Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. All right, here we go. Onwards and forwards. Hey, yo, Batman. I guess we could build this real quick. Y'all ever notice the fact that in this game, the spray paint is a guy spray painting? Like, that's a little meta, no? Like, whoever's doing this, the spray paint art is like, you know what I'm gonna spray paint? I'm gonna spray paint the guy spray painting. Meta. All right, Robin. I think it's time for you to suit swap. I don't know why Robin does take friendly fire from her attacks. Because I feel like Batman could have probably programmed the damage to not go to Robin. but I'll be honest, I don't think Lego Batman likes Lego Robin. So I suspect that was probably an intentional decision. Jump in here, get our other point collected, and now Robin can't get out. Robin, please get out. Thank you. Because we do need your help. A little bit further up ahead here. Robin, a little bit of urgency, Robin, you're getting shot! My gosh. It took a sweet time. I'm like, Robin, you know you're gonna get hurt, right? It's fine. I'll do it for Gotham. Wait, why does Robin sound like Batman now? I'll do it for Gotham, though. I could actually see Robin doing that, though, to be fair. He's real like that. Ooh, here we go. Here's a lovely opportunity to gather some... Hello? Gather some hello? No. Gather some points is what I wanted to say. As we assemble another climbing spot for Robin to shine yet again. Again, look at that. Spray paint of a guy spray painting. Does it make much sense? No. Yes, there we go. We got the purple stud. That was nice. A little bit of technique showcase there, you know, to get us all that lovely loot collected, which is brilliant. Activate the ladder, and that should allow the Dark Knight to... The dark... Batman! Use a ladder, you... There we go. The Dark Knight to climb the ladder. First try. Definitely. Yay! Look at that. Send all that. Oh, ba-boom. And... time to clear all this junk. Yay! Absolutely brilliant. And hold on. The last few parts and pieces were just up there. Time to build our masterpiece. Or in this case, just a little fire hydrant. Put out the flames, and now we can deal with the thugs ahead. Also, am I the only one that feels like maybe, to a certain extent, this level was designed for Firefly? With all the flame situations that we've dealt with, or like remember the vehicle, now this. Seems like a Firefly type level. This is the part, look, the heat protection suit required right here, you know what I mean? Could be. I might be onto something. I might actually be onto something, guys. Ta-da. Lots and lots of loot over here. We can go ahead and scale up here. Definitely don't want to miss out on the free 1,000 studs on each side. March through. I like that his flight is defended like a wind-up toy. Like, you know, those like pulley kind of things where you pull them and they would flutter. That is pretty funny. Uh-oh. There he goes. He's gonna try to fight us. And we will accept his challenge by just laying the smackdown on him pretty quickly and easily. Whoops. All right, Batman, we gotta push this. Go. Sweet. Did that lock in place? I think it did. Okay, Robin, we need to get you into a tech suit. Which the only way for us to do that would be to get you through here. Not Robin going down again. Extremely awkward. Extremely awkward. Uh-oh. A swarm of thugs. Also, one thing I'm kind of realizing, especially right now, oddly enough, are all the thugs just Joker's thugs for this entire chapter? Because in every other circumstance, usually we get thugs that are themed to the specific villain. So, like, if we're in a level with Bane, they will be Bane thugs, or Mr. Freeze, they would be Mr. Freeze thugs, and so on and so forth. Whereas here we don't have that, oddly enough, right? Hello? Is it going? It is going. I think it's going. Yay. Let there be power. All right, let's go activate this little light to draw the moth to the light. Hey, go check out that light bulb right there, genius. Batman, get ready to smack down this guy. Wha-bam! Now we just got to mess him up a bit. There he goes, taking off to the skies again. That then allows us to fix the other generator, and once again, put Robin front and center first, beating up a ridiculous amount of enemies. Like, look at this. There's so many of them, they're like literally waiting outside the playable area of the level. That's insane. All right, Robin, let's go. Time for you to cook. Let him cook. And gotta flip these switches again. Ta-da. Robin, good job. Batman, good job. Robin, I will let you do the honors. I will let you defeat the killer moth. I like that it was just like one punch. More like almost like a slap. It's like, sit down. The disrespect to killer moth. But hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? Oh, he got bug spray. It's like Batman 66 with the shark repellent. Robin came prepared. I respect that. And it's all led to this. No, not ice cream with the Joker's henchman. The Joker is going down. Even that scene right there, Batman just jumps out of the way. Okay, dude. Okay, bro. Okay. Are you serious? I just love the fact that Batman jumps out of the way, makes no effort to like push Robin out of the way or anything. He's like, you got this, right, Robin? I'm sure you'll figure out a way to dodge or something. It is pretty hilarious. Let's go. Time to open up the level with a quick beatdown of some of the Joker's thugs over here. Ta-da. Made quick work of all of them. Hey, look at this. The nice thing is that this is yet another level where you can drive the vehicles within the level, which is pretty cool. Because even though this game is not open world, it's very cool that this game kind of teased open world elements that, of course, were introduced full on into the game with Lego Batman 2, which we will be playing in the future, hopefully very near future, where we did have an actual Gotham that we could explore. So it is cool, though, that this game kind of introduced the ideas that would be featured more prominently once the second game came out. Oh gosh. Hello, we gotta save some peoples over here. Thank you, Robin. Good job. March our way back over to here, where Batman gets his first suit swap. Or about to get his first suit swap. There we go. Bit of a disaster for a moment there. All right. We run up over here. There's kind of no reason to keep fighting those waves of Joker henchmen, because they're just going to keep spawning over and over again. So you might as well just focus on the actual tasks you need to complete and get those done, instead of constantly dealing with that headache there. I think this moves, right? Yep. Okay. Just trying to remember. I'm like, pretty sure I remember that part being movable. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Run past, run past, run past. Robin. All right. And then over on the opposite side, we're going to need Batman once again with his ability to unlock Robin's suit over here. Robin, get up here, dude. You need your suit, bruh. All right, sweet. So now we have a way up. Most importantly, we have a way across. We're just going to stand there and then have Batman push this over. And ta-da! Success. Lovely. Give this a spin. And that releases Harley Quinn, who I guess now works for us for whatever reason. Thanks, Harley. That is kind of an obnoxious way to get around, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know, you could just walk. You know, like you don't have to be doing like cartwheels and spins and flips everywhere. Seems a little bit extra, you know? There we are. Beat that enemy as well. All right, now it's time to battle Harley. There we are. Ow! Dang. That was kind of mean. Water vehicle and she just... Get away! It's not going to work twice, I'll tell you that much. Is rebuilt. I'm actually thinking now. Is Harley Quinn the character that we have the most amount of boss fights against? Because we fought her once in the actual level. Now this is the second time. I'm pretty sure she might be, actually. She might be the villain that you fight the most amount of times in terms of just actual, like, boss fight sections. I think that might actually be true. Unless if memory is, serves me incorrectly. Can we not? There. Why can we not walk through here? Uh-oh. Here comes another classic Joker trap. Not gonna work on us, punk. Okay, there all this stuff. Oh man, there's a purple stud up there. I wish I could... No! Wait a minute, was I not even supposed to go that way? Oh my gosh. Ah, silly me. Yep, you're supposed to go this way. Okay, that's on me. That's my bad. That's my bad on that one. I spend way too much time trying to figure out how to jump up there. That was embarrassing, to be quite frank. Can I not get the second? Nope. Dang it. It's just a wee little bit too high up for us to reach. If we had Harley Quinn or Poison Ivy with their high jump or Catwoman, we would easily be able to reach that. Unfortunately, we don't have those characters on our squad right now. There goes Harley. And there we go. Robin, it's time for you to climb. Nope. Just don't fall down. There we are. Yay! There's a hidden mini kit back here. And a hidden pair of blue studs actually back there too. That's cool. There's a ton of studs on this level here. There's another mini kit. And Batman, you need to try to get across now. Still can't reach those blue studs, which stinks. Wish we could. You have a suit swap now. Oh, hold on. I think this is realistic now, guys. I think we can possibly at least. There we are. Hey, listen, that's good enough. That's a good enough collection right there. We got the triple. That's pretty cool. All right, let's glide. Ah! A little nerve-wracking, not gonna lie. But all in all, it turned out well for us. Okay. We can disassemble all this. Okay, now we have a way to get Robin across. Robin, jump onto that. And then I'll push you back across. Ta-da! I like that, like, stained glass design there. That looks really cool. It's kind of like the dragon and then the knight over there. Pretty neat looking. Okay, wait. Yeah. Okay, that's what I was gonna say. I'm gonna need you to stand there, Batman. And bro already knew that without even me having to clarify that. That was brilliant. Great design, great design. You gotta love it when the characters actually do what they're supposed to do without you having to, like, mention them doing that. Pretty convenient. All right. Get ready to flip the switch. That might be the squeakiest door of all time. Oh no. The Joker's plan is already in place. Robin, we're supposed to have the element of surprise! We're stealthy! Uh-oh, it's a trap. Harley Quinn. Joker here. All right, here we go. The Clown Prince of Crime has seemingly put most of his plan already together, so that's gonna make this a bit of a nightmare, not gonna lie, but we accept your challenge. All right, so first, let's get to pushing some of these items into their proper spots. Hey, Robin, get ready, dude. Robin! Look, I was just about to cast a spell. I was like, Robin! Alright, get up there. Come on! Bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, this is not the time to be doing a little surf and slide or slip and slide or whatever slide it's called. Alright, Batman. Classic Batman nails it on the first try. Bam! Worst place to hide, by the way. You'd think someone as smart as the Joker. Like, he put this whole plan together, and then bro's like, oh, let me hide inside of this giant bell. Like, bro's not the brightest fella. You know? Well, I'll say that much for him. Alright, nice opportunity to gather even more studs. Alright, so over on this side, can we glide here? Oh, yes, we may. Oh, yes, we may. Oh, my gosh, that was nice. That's a lot of points, and that actually gives us just enough points to get the true hero rank on the final level, which is super satisfying. Because obviously it's the final level, so I feel like we deserve to kind of like treat this as a special one, you know? Okay, we have a way up now, thanks to this little pulley system. Activating the grapple point for us. Whoops. There we are. At least we got the most valuable parts and pieces. This will allow Robin to get up here. Robin, get up here. And then another pressure point. Wha-bam! This time it's Harley, who suffers probably shattered eardrums, I'd imagine. Just imagine how loud it is inside that bell when it's getting hit by this giant mallet. Wha-bam! Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Bro just flies a helicopter up here like it's nothing. Whoa! Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna settle down with that was crazy. It was just like insane. Yeah, not so fun now, huh? All right, run away, jerks. Come on, hurry. Finally, my gosh. I don't know why that took like 1 billion damage. I mean, we took 1 billion damage in the process, too. Sheesh. Go, Robin. Robin, come on. There we go. That's right, Joker. Enough is enough. Get over here. Oh, no. I'm sorry, Batman. What is that sound effect? He sounds like the Tasmanian Devil from Looney Tunes. There's a lot of damage, you jerk. There's a lot of damage, you jerk. That was a lot of damage. You jerk. Batman, take him down, dude. It's all over. Dang it. Ain't no way we fell for the oldest trick in the book. Zap. Wait a minute, did we lose? I don't remember it ending like this. Ah, that's right, the bats. I'm Batman. Swarm him! Yeah, we called for backup. The homies came through. How the heck did you get here, dude? Gordon's just always here to take our credit. You know, bro just shows up at the last moment. He's like, well, we took care of business, guys. Good job, everybody. And there we go. For a third and final time, another batch of rogues are being deposited into Arkham Asylum. And stay there. Salute from me to you. Brilliant. That is cool. And just like that, Gotham is safe. For now, all the villains are back in Arkham, the city's still standing, and Batman and Robin, well, they're ready for whatever chaos comes next. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, smash that like button and stick around because this is just the beginning. Every single month, counting down towards the release of a Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, we're gonna play another entry in this epic saga. That means that next month, I will hopefully see you guys here as we dive into Lego Batman 2, where the world is definitely gonna get way bigger, the story is gonna grow, and the entire experience just levels up. Beyond that, of course, we're going to continue to count down the other games as we get closer to release. If you guys are as excited as I am about going down this memory lane, please don't forget to take a quick moment, leave a like, share the video. I will hopefully see you guys here on the next one. Peace out. See y'all laters, alligators. Bye-bye, everybody.